Oh yeah. Hold on. Damn it. What the hell did they do to the StreamYard, man? What the hell did they do? Look at this, man. What a nightmare. Look at this. Oh my god. Oh, that's as good as it's gonna get. What's up, everybody? Yeah, you know what time it is. It's time for another late night show, man. Y'all gather around now. Tell your friends, tell your cousins to tune in. Yeah. Real gangster shit. What up, Big E? Beep beep. What happened to California? Templar. Philly boy. My peoples are here. Becky. Good evening, Becky. Thank you, Templar. Yeah. All right. Hold on, let me check the news, man. Stop the music. What is she talking about? I took a little quick nap. A little power nap. I feel kind of re-energized. A little bit. I almost didn't do this show, damn it. But we're here. What is it, the 29th? Jesus. I'm going to throw up. Oh yeah, hold on. Let's world on alert. Tsunami what? Tsunami alerts triggered for Hawaii, Alaska after massive 8.8 quake strikes off Russia. The first waves already hit parts of Russia and Japan. Damn. It's always something new every day, man. It's always some shit. That's kind of random. Hold on, let me see what you guys are saying, man. Supposed to hit California? It'll wash away Governor Newsom, and they'll get a new governor over there. Somebody who actually cares about fixing up the state. Anyway, that was a bad. No, that wasn't right. I shouldn't have said that. No. See, the scumbags make you scumbags like them. You know, no. I shouldn't have said that. I hope the tsunami doesn't come here at all. All right, at any state. Yeah. Fuck. Stunning poll is bad news for Zoran Mahmandi's New York City election rivals, even if they team up. Uh-oh. Should we get into this right now? I don't want to get into this right now. I don't want to scare away people. I only got 15 people here so far. God damn it. What's going on out there? Anything happened today? Oh, yeah. Anyway, I guess I'll rehash this beach shit. So you guys saw the people, they got to fucking sit right in front of you. They don't give you no space. They don't know nothing about distance. And, they don't give a shit. They got to plop down right in front of you. You don't need to see the shore, boy. You get to stare at the back of their fat white ass. That's what you're going to look at now. That's your view. They don't give a shit. They sit right on top of you. But thank God they didn't come there blasting fucking reggaeton music and shit. But yeah. You thought I was joking. I had to show you guys. This is what happens, you see? This is the generation you live in. Back in the, 2007, back in the 2000s, they used to give you your fucking space, People had respect for one another, people's personal space. Yeah. Unless it was a really busy beach, and then you ain't got room, so you gotta sit on top of each other like animals. But nah, there was no need for this, man. There was no need for this. You pieces of shit. Oh, you don't give a fuck about my view. You gotta have the view, right, motherfucker? Anyway, is this show getting negative yet? Where's Gay Uncle, man? He likes the negativity. What up, Tommy Lucchese boy? There was a whale alert at Jones Beach. Why, me? That's fucked up. That looked like a nice beach. It is a nice beach, man. I love that beach. I want to go back tomorrow, but I don't know if I could do that again. I don't know. It's a fucking adventure. Sometimes it's more aggravation than it's worth. You know. Let me see. It said, I mean, we're still in the heat wave. Wait, what? Okay, yeah. Oh no, okay. So it's still technically Tuesday. Okay, that's why. Yeah, it's gonna be sunny all day yesterday. These assholes said, sunny all day tomorrow. These assholes said it was gonna rain. I'm seeing no rain, not till Thursday. Son of a bitch. After that, looks like that's it, man. Looks like August is starting off real cool, man. You had a hot July up until the very last day, and then by Friday it goes down to 72, and then for the rest of August you got low 80s, upper 70s. That's it, man. That's too cool to go to the fucking beach. You could go to the beach, yeah, when you know, we can start a bonfire and have fucking marshmallows and s'mores, playing volleyball at sunset, making fucking bonfires, wearing sweaters and shit to your fucking Ivy League schools. Nah, you're not gonna do that. You go to the beach to swim, have a nice time, get your tan on. I guess you could still tan, but it ain't the same, man. Need the heat. You gotta cook on that motherfucker. Ain't nothing like July, man. Yeah, it's one of my favorite months. Oh yeah. You're right, Biggie. Yeah. You ain't going to find bongo music at Jones. It's Nassau County cops and ICE agents. Yeah, well, we needed some today. I kept hearing in the distance. You know how like the wind from the ocean carries your voice and shit across the sand, so you could hear like the faintest little conversation. I kept hearing "Aki, Aki, gura gura, Aki." I'm like, "Fuck, man." I don't know. Maybe I'm just a miserable prick. Maybe I'm just trying to be funny and I'm not because I'm stupid and ignorant. Be right back. It's a heat wave. Stay in the AC. Yeah. Y'all stay cool out there, man. Most of the country's cooking right now. I see the South and the whole Northeast is cooking, man. Usually those assholes in Minnesota got a fucking heat wave. They don't got no heat wave. It was like 80 degrees today over there. I was like, what the fuck? Motherfucker, it's 105 over here today, motherfucker. What the fuck are you talking about? Anyway. Actually, no, I didn't. I went into the water and there was no waves really. There was no waves to friggin' even attempt to boogie board. I don't know. Something was up with the tide. I don't know if it was low tide or high tide. I don't know what was going on, but I was shocked. It was like usually there's big waves that beat your ass. Today it was kind of like the water was nice though. It was warm. Jump right in, you get used to it right away, and so I did some swimming. Looked out for the sharks. No boogie board. Just put my faith in God. And yeah, stayed for a little while longer and got the hell out of there before traffic hit traffic anyway, no matter what time, All the whole fucking day now, traffic. Years ago, traffic used to be in the morning till about, 8 or 9. And then, it started back up around 3 o'clock, something. Now, fucking 12 noon, you got back to back traffic. It's like, yo, where these assholes come from, man? The hell are you doing on the road at this time of day, man? What are you, a fucking asshole delinquent like me, asshole? Nah, not today, Carlos. No, Nah, not today. I was disappointed, man. I brought the boogie board down. I saw the waves, and there was no waves. So I put the boogie board back. Then I walked back again and, went for a little dip. You shut up, Dwayne. I'm going to drop a link, man. Somebody get on here. I don't even know why I don't know. I wanted to come on here and complain about my beach day. I thought it'd be funny, but it's stupid. I had a good day at the beach, man. I really didn't mind those people blocking my view. I come to expect it, It is what it is. I don't own the beach, It's not. I gotta tell myself, look, it's not your beach, man. Who the fuck are you? You enjoyed the view, all right. Well, now they're coming here to fucking. You get to stare at their ass now. In their Walmart chairs. That's what you get, man. That's all you deserve. You don't even deserve to go to the fucking beach. That's what I keep telling myself. You don't even deserve to go to the fucking beach. So who the fuck are you to complain about anybody that comes here and plops their big fat white ass in front of you and blocks your view of the beautiful ocean and starts talking and chatting, fucking ruining your peace and quiet. You know what I'm saying? Who the fuck are you to complain about that, Gunsmoke? You don't own the beach. I keep telling myself that. So yeah, it is what it is. What are you gonna do? Carlos, see ya, boy. Well, cities grow. That's why sometimes traffic increases. Well, we got to put a stop to that shit, all right? We're overpopulated. Too many friggin' vehicles on the road. Got to come to an end. Tired of all this traffic. Everywhere you go, traffic. It's dangerous. How can you have a city and, everything's backed up? Shitty roads. They don't even take care of their infrastructure. You got to see the difference between Long Island expressways or parkways and New York City expressways. I mean, New York City don't give a shit about their infrastructure, man. They don't give a shit. Long Island, they got a different material. It's smooth. If there's a pothole, they make sure they cover it right away. You go over a fucking metal grate for the sewer. Your car doesn't go boom, 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 fucking running over a big ass metal bump. You go over it nice and smooth. It's level with the street. I don't know what these assholes did now, but now in New York City, they got these sewer caps. Every time you go over a sewer cap, and they're in odd places too, all over the fucking street, every 2 fucking feet. I don't know why you need so many sewer caps. How much fucking access do you need to this fucking sewer system? What's going on down there? You need all these fucking sewer caps. I gotta show you one day all these fucking sewer caps. Boom, 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 and they're not level with the street. So every time your tires going in and out of that fucking thing, fucking up your rims, fucking up your tires, fucking up your air pressure. Can't go nowhere. Plus the potholes. On top of that, you got the speed bumps. I mean, you ain't going nowhere. And God forbid you got no traffic and you're on the service road, you got a fucking speeding camera every 2 blocks to fucking take your picture. God forbid you did 21 miles an hour down the fucking road. Faster than a horse chariot. God forbid, they're going to send you a bill in the mail, cocksuckers. Is this show negative yet? You guys think I need this bullshit? Hold on. Let me see what you guys are saying, man. All right, nothing. Fuck. Rude Irish, my dude. You can't type. My man's driving. All right, Rude. Shouts to Mark in England. I was listening to his show earlier. He had me laughing, man. Some of the shit he was saying. I can't remember specifically, but it was funny. And he's right. You know, he's right about a lot of shit. Most of the shit he says is right, except for his left wing radical politics. Other than that, he's right. Shouts to Mark from England. My dude. No, yeah, you're right, Biggie. It does suck in other ways. You know, the cops out there are harsh. I heard the property taxes are up your ass. You know, I don't know. Tickets are more expensive out there. They got their own municipalities and laws and shit. Some of those fucking counties out there or little towns out there in Long Island, their bread and butter is, you know, giving tickets out every day to people. The cops out there, they're like hawks, you know. You're not wearing your seatbelt. You didn't put your signal on when you made a left. No, step out of the car. Fucking shit. No, yeah, Long Island could be fucked up in a lot of ways too. Yeah. Oasis sucks. And I don't know why anymore. Oh no. So come on, fuck your ass. And come on, talk that trash. And we'll get wild, wild, wild. That shit's good, man. He brainwashed me with that shit. That shit's good. Two whacked out fucking two whacked out hippies from fucking East London, fucking rocking and rolling. Hating the fame while they do it. They hate the fame. They got a cheeky attitude. I don't know. You got to get accustomed to it, Dwayne. It grows on you. Look, they're the new Beatles, you know? It's like back in the day. You had like NSYNC and Backstreet Boys. Now you got fucking One Direction bullshit, whoever they got. Everything turns to shit. What up, Ginger Boy? Should I come back later when the singing is over? Fucking, who brought it up? Somebody brought it up. Fucking Dwayne brought it up. I wasn't going to sing until Dwayne started saying it sucks. I was trying to encourage him to like it, give it a try, give it a chance. Get the Oasis box set. 30 years of fucking cheeky, smug, pompous fucking attitude on rock and roll fucking covers. Didn't Henry Hill live with his wife Karen and in-laws in Long Island? Yeah. Lawrence out in the island. Rich bastards. Yeah, she was from Long Island. Yeah. Lawrence out in the island. Did you hear about their older brother? I saw something like that. They got like a third brother, and he was into some weird shit. What did he do? It is something fucking. I don't know. He was like the bad seed or something. The black sheep of the family. I didn't. I don't think I read the article. I saw the headline. I saw the picture. He's like the. They look dopey, but he's like the dopey one. He's especially dopey looking. They ain't the Beatles or hippies, mate. How would you define them, Dwayne? Since you're so fucking astute on, what genre they're in. Somebody said they're the new Beatles. These people are going crazy over this shit. $500 tickets for fucking nosebleeds, fucking 3 miles away. They got to use binoculars to see these two douchebags on stage. Throwing bottled water on people and shit. They're part of the fuckwit genre. The fuckwits. That'd be a good rock band. The fuckwits. Doom, 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 doom. The fuckwits. I ain't happy. I'm feeling sad. I got sunshine. An angel got backstabbed by Lee Cole. That's your future. It keeps going on and going on. What up, Joe Root? She ain't happy. She's feeling mad. She got backstabbed by Lee, and he kept stabbing her in the back now. And he's back with her, and it keeps going on and going on. Joe Root boy. I was just watching a video a while ago, live from Hawaii. They're telling people they need to be in a building at least 4 levels up, if not more. They better fucking climb the mountains. How can they not track this shit? What do you mean they don't know if it's coming or not? They should be able to track this shit. That's crazy, man. When they come to Australia, watch me grab a memento. The hell, what are you going to take, huh? What are you going to take from them, huh? You going to buy an Oasis shirt at the concert? Get you an Oasis fucking towel or something? They sell towels? I don't know. Notice why in many mob movies you don't hear Beatles music. Because they're fucking stingy with their fucking copyright. They probably want an arm and a leg to use one fucking song. Those assholes probably want $20 million to use one of their songs in a fucking movie. Assholes. It cheapens the music. Why would I want it in any of these Hollywood movies? Shut up, fucking McCartney. You put your music out there, you share it with the world. You don't get stingy and start, like those assholes. What was it, Metallica? Look, I guess they were right, but I remember with Napster, music was free back then. Year 2000, you didn't buy no fucking albums no more, man. I mean, music is kind of free now too, but back then, it was the wild, wild west. And I remember those assholes from Metallica and fucking some other douchebags. They came together to have a class action lawsuit against Napster, shut them down. They made new laws now. You got to pay for every fucking song, every fucking drum beat you hear, even if it's 6 seconds long. They got to get paid. That douchebag singer in Metallica, the other one, not the fucking one with the blonde hair. The other douchebag. I don't know. Was he a bassist or something? He's a racist bassist. You know the douchebag I'm talking about. Kind of looks like Michael Keaton a little bit. Piece of shit. Yeah, he was real vocal. I don't want people listening to my music for free. We're getting ripped off. I can't buy another fucking mansion in the fucking hills of California if I don't get my fucking money. Rock on, dude. Fucking shit. Ruined everything. Thank God for YouTube, though, huh? Is that his name? I think that's his name. Let me look him up. Yeah, he looks like a Hatfield cockson. James Hetfield. Esquire. Is that him? No, no, that's the lead singer, not that asshole. No, the other one. The one that looks like Michael Keaton. Hold on. Not this guy. I'll show you. And the memory remains. Dun, dun, dun. This asshole, Lars Ulrich. Fucking Lars. No wonder he's a fucking vocal prick. My name's Lars. Oh, I've been playing guitar since 14. I never stock shelves anywhere, man. You're gonna buy my fucking music, man. It's not for free. You don't get to listen to Metallica for free. Fuck you. Yeah, he looks like Michael Keaton. They're probably fucking related. This asshole should have been Batman. Look at him. He thinks he's hip with his hat to the back. You ain't hip like me, motherfucker. You ain't cool like me, motherfucker. This says Lars. Oh, you can't have my music. It's my intellectual property. You gotta pay. Yeah, well. Shut up, McCartney. Now that's negative. Oh no. I forgot you guys love the Beatles. Next, you're going to be breaking my balls about the Allman Brothers. He's a douche. There you go, Joe Root. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Oh, he's a drummer? Fucking asshole. Not many Italians, 80s and 90s, were into the Beatles unless you're. Yeah, mob guys prefer more the music before the Beatles, like doo wop. Yeah, they like that zippity doo wop bop bullshit. You're a mean cat. Come on, Jive Turkey. They like that shit. Hey, Jack. Listen to that doo wop shit. We're getting ready to rock and roll. Negative is now at a 6. Careful, Smoke. Beep said I was going to give him a 6.5. Becky thought I was inching close to an 8. Somebody used to keep track of this shit. I think it was Gay Unk. He used to keep track. He has like a little thermometer that he shoves up your ass to test, how negative you are today. He's late. That's negative. He's half an hour late. I got 23 people. That's negative, but you got to look on the positive side. Could be worse. Could always be better. We'll try again tomorrow. God damn it, Becky. Thank you so much. I don't want to look at this guy's face anymore. He ruined free music for everybody. Don't forget his face, this piece of shit. He's the one that made you pay 99 cents per song on fucking iTunes. Thanks, Lars. Anyway. Oh, Casperosa? What are you talking about? So come on, take a shit. Go home, slap a bitch. And I don't know why anymore. Oh no. Oh, thank you, Dwayne. Yeah, the love is real, Dwayne. I love all these. No, we're going to carry on, Dwayne, through the struggle, through the strife. What do you guys got? A case of the Tuesdays? Okay. Oh, gay uncle. Yeah, where the fuck is he, man? I need him to liven up the chat with his good humor and cheer. Because God knows there ain't shit to talk about. I could talk about this Makmandi shit, but I'll scare away the people I got left. Well, it's not looking good for New York, man. The scandal scarred independents running for New York City mayor stand little chance against Zoran Makmandi, even if the rivals team up against the socialist candidate. He's at his compound right now in Uganda. They got a compound out there. He's King Khufu over there. He's gonna be our next mayor. I guess he'll run New York City from his compound in Uganda while he gets his toes rubbed by some fucking Somalian queens. Must be nice, huh? Yeah, I think I'm gonna run for mayor one day. I got nothing better to do. My life already went to shit anyway, so might as well run for mayor. Can't be worse than what I got now. Somebody's got to do something about this city, man. If this piece of shit could win, anybody could win. I mean, this is radical. This is sick shit. What's going on in this city, man? It's about to get worse. We're done. And this asshole, he's also planning to disband the elite New York City Police Department task force that responded to deadly New York City shooting that we just had the other day. He's going to get rid of that task force response team. He doesn't want all that military gear and all that shit. You know, he wants all the criminals to know all the cops' names and addresses and their faces, and so they can do reverse fucking imaging and find out who these people are, so their families can be threatened and harassed. That's what he wants. And when you treat cops like that, they leave in droves. Why work for this fucking city, risking their life? Every day they could get killed over bullshit, especially when their mayor is out there inciting shit with his dog whistling, anti-police shit. That emboldens criminals. Like, hey man, my man don't give a fuck about the police, man. Fuck y'all, man. Nah, man, we gonna do what we want, man. That's how it starts. But when you got a mayor like Giuliani that was tough on crime, then the motherfuckers back then would say, nah, man, we ain't going outside with our gun, man. Shit. We got the gun in a nice hiding spot, man. We ain't walking around with no guns, man, officer. Thank you, officer. Have a nice day, sir. Now it's like, yo, fuck you, man. Fuck the pigs, man. Fuck you. What you gonna do, bitch? What you gonna do, man? Nah, man. Times are changing. I'm probably gonna end up getting killed in this fucking city. It don't matter what age you is. You could be 75 walking down the street. They bop you upside the head and fucking rob you and kill you over bullshit. That's the city you got. And then, God forbid they do get caught, the fucking DA's gonna let them go. Beep beep. I guess I could handle a little better when I was a little younger. What, the negativity? What up, Nightmare? The beach was awesome, man. Just what I needed. Yeah, I had a good day at the beach. It was nice, man. I, you know, I don't know. Nothing's going to be the same. I try to find joy in things, but nothing's going to be the same. Could always be worse, but could always be better. Sucks getting older. People pass away, and life ain't the same after that. You look at shit differently. I used to look forward to summer. I don't even know what the fuck. Yeah, whatever. Forget it. Nightmare boy. Can't change my name back for another 4 or 5 days. That's racist. Do you see where California is under a tsunami warning? Yeah, Nightmare. Did you hear about that shit, boy? We're about to bring the beach to you. That's not funny. Usually with these tsunami warnings, they're just warnings. I think California will be all right. I don't think, they're going to have a fucking tsunami. You haven't gotten any text about it? You know why? Because Governor Newsom is your governor, okay? Right now, he's doing wine tasting in some fucking vineyard, having a fucking nice late night party with the upper elite of California. They just had a fucking 5,000 per plate dinner, and now, they're networking, they're meeting, they're drinking, they're socializing, while the whole fucking country, the whole fucking state burns around them. That's what Governor Newsom's going to do. And God forbid it does go down with the tsunami. He's going to fucking take Trump to court for trying to send in the fucking National Guard to provide aid and fucking restore order down there. But no, why would you get an early warning system that something might happen? Why would you? There's nothing in place for that. Governor Newsom ain't thinking about that. Unless you're an illegal, then you got a special app, the Citizens app, where you can go on whatever fucking app. They could go on there and, the special California legal app. They'll get the warnings. And they'll get 15 grand to relocate somewhere else and hide from ICE, and all will be well. If you're an American citizen, you ain't getting no fucking warning. The warning you're going to get is on the news. And after that, it's going to be too late. It ain't going to be no warning. It's going to be reporting on the fucking tragedy that just happened. That's what it's going to be. People are fleeing the higher ground in Hawaii. They're saying within an hour they will. Oh, really? Fuck. Let me see this fucking news about this thing. Because I'm not really getting anything here. For the entire U.S. West Coast. Honolulu, Jeff. One of the strongest earthquakes ever measured in history struck off the eastern coast of Russia on Tuesday evening, generating a tsunami threat that has forced thousands to evacuate in Hawaii and warnings to stay off the beaches across the entire U.S. West Coast, British Columbia, and southern Alaska. Holy shit. You think you're living in paradise down there, and then some shit happens like this. And now paradise becomes a nightmare. Fuck, man. I guess I'm not moving to Hawaii. I don't want to deal with that bullshit. Tsunami warnings are in effect for Hawaii and parts of Northern California and Alaska, while the rest of the entire U.S. West Coast and British Columbia are under a tsunami advisory. One of the largest earthquakes ever recorded in history. Wow. 8.8. That's off the fucking Richter scale. Maybe Russia triggered that shit doing some stupid experiments with their fucking nuclear weapons bombings and shit. They just threatened us the other day because Trump told them instead of 50 days, you got 10 days to make a fucking peace deal. Otherwise, we're going to hit you with tariffs and sanctions and all this shit. 100% tariffs on your ass. So this is probably, I don't know, they're probably testing some bombs. They threatened to go to war with us. They said they're not going to meet our demands to make peace. And that if we put our tariffs on them, they're going to declare war or some shit. I know they're full of shit, just talking shit, but maybe they are testing some fucking bombs or whatever, and these assholes, they're drunk off of vodka half the time. They're nuclear scientists. Oh, yeah, and they fucking hit the wrong button, and some fucking accident happened there. Underground explosion triggered a fucking earthquake or something. Who knows? I find it highly suspicious this happened in Russia. Where the fuck do earthquakes happen in Russia? Nah, those assholes were doing experiments on the ground with big nuclear bombs. So they did something. I don't know. I can picture it now. I picture them screaming. These assholes want world domination, talking like that. You think the world wants to talk like that? No. The whole world wants to learn English. Why? Because the English language is a powerful language, all right? It's clean. It's smooth. It's creative. I recommend the English language everywhere. It should be used everywhere. It's easy to learn. Thank you, DL. And that's part of our charm, We speak English. They like the way we talk, Nobody ever said, "Oh, that's a wonderful language." Yes, no, no, no. Even your fucking alphabet sucks. Fucking Y is pronounced H or some shit, or I don't know what the fuck they did. They took the alphabet that they already had, already established. They had to fuck it up with their own shit, No, N means P. Great. Yeah. And you see the effects that language had on its people, Running that fucking country over there like a mafia family. Fucking Putin, dictating piece of shit. Trump's the worst person on here. No, nobody's talking about Putin being a piece of shit, scumbag. He's the dictator. He's the one hell bent on world domination. I see Trump trying to make peace and stop all this shit. Fucking people are stupid out there, man. Got their fucking priorities mixed up. I don't like vodka. I've had it, of course, cranberry and vodka. Mojitos, maybe they got vodka in that shit. Red Bull and vodka, that's all right. I could drink that shit. I'm not a big vodka guy. I don't like vodka. That fucks up your body, man. That shit causes cancer. You don't want to be drinking that shit. It ain't natural, We know how they make that poison. You ever had fucking Georgie vodka? Georgie vodka? The Mexicans at the pizzeria used to drink that shit, getting drunk, mixing it with fucking sauce and making fucking penne vodka with it. They would get pissed drunk over that cheap shit. Ugh. I want to throw up just thinking about it. That's one thing, though, Dwayne. Yeah, you got a point there. Those Russian women, some of them are fucking very hot and exotic looking. Yeah, especially with those bright blue eyes and shit. But they're devilish, man. They'll take your fucking soul, They're heartless. put you in for a fucking lifetime of hell. Especially if you make a baby with them. Oh, you're in fucking deep shit. Yes, no, you piece of shit. Oh, no. Yeah. Even when, let's not get too deep into it, but I could have went deeper with that, but I won't do that. Why they got Mexicans in the pizzeria? That don't sound like real Italian. That's New York pizza, man. Pizza tastes like shit everywhere you go now. There's no fucking Italians making pizza no more. What are you, nuts? They're gone, man. They just, they don't know how to make fucking pizza no more. They don't even know what tomato sauce is anymore. These assholes, everything went to shit. Can't even enjoy pizza no more. It's either too thin and dry or fucking, or they put too much sauce and the sauce tastes like shit, cheap shit. Cheese ain't right. Or it's too thin. I mean, it's too thick. It's like rubber. They don't know what the fuck they're doing no more, man. Nah. Sure, they used to make a mean ass fucking pizza 100 years ago in Manhattan. That was a pizza, man. That was a fucking pizza. These assholes don't even know to put basil in the fucking sauce. Assholes. It's the brown eye. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Big, bright brown eyes. A Russian bride for you, Smoke? I don't need no more fucking headaches. I got my own problems. That bitch will be the end of me. Italians are cheap. They fuck their own people. Nah, I don't know. They just, they lost their sense of community. They just, they assimilated. They moved out of the neighborhoods. They got careers. Their kids got careers and shit. Assholes became lawyers and doctors. Whatever the fuck they do. They just moved out of the ghetto, man. They wanted nicer homes and they moved out of the neighborhood. Now, they're gone. That's what hurt the mob too, is they lost their protection. You think Bangladeshi Bob down the corner is gonna fucking look out for you when the cops are coming? Screaming out the window, hey, cops are coming. Nah. Oh my god, the cops are. Nah, man, they ain't looking out for you. They don't know you. Give a shit about you. They want your fucking white ass out of the neighborhood, boy. Days are over. That was another part of. I'll give you some mob content now. That was, we'll do it Honolulu Jeff style right now. That was the part of mob, that's how they were able to fucking stay in business a lot. They had the neighborhood looking out for them. The youngsters, the old ladies looking out. You know, who are they going to shake down now? They shook down their own people because their own people knew them. You don't fuck with that guy. You don't want to fuck with Carmine. What's he going to do now? Walk into fucking Verizon? Fucking some asshole named Kumar Patel. He's going to fucking shake him down. Get the fuck out of my store! Get the fuck out of my store! He don't know. He don't give a shit about the mob. He don't know about the fucking mob. That asshole was born out of a hippo's ass in the mud, fucking somewhere in some shithole, fucking 100 degrees out there. He don't give a shit about you. Those days are over, man. I don't even know how the mob still exists. Everybody's snitching now. And if they ain't snitching, their fucking doorbell, the Ring camera is gonna snitch on you, boy. And you ain't getting away with shit. But yeah, that hurt the mob a lot. The RICO, and then them losing their neighborhoods. You're only as strong as your fucking neighborhood. If you got a tight neighborhood, like shit was back in the day, you got shit sewed up, man. Nobody fucking with y'all. Not even the cops, man. You setting off fireworks. You got 100 motherfuckers out there talking about like, yo, what up, what up, what? Cops just drove away. Yeah, now you ain't got shit. Every broad outside my race I slept with was still half Mexican. Woo! Which I think is like walking in the edge, but playing it safe. There you go. Yeah. Walking on the wild side, boy. Mooch? Mooch is here? Where's Moochie? Oh, Moochie Mooch. Look at Mooch. What up, Moochie? I dated this pretty Russian lady for a while. Best of all, she barely spoke a word of English. There you go. You got to sit there driving her around while she's on the phone with her family back home speaking that bullshit. It's like, yo, shut up. Fucking broad. I don't know. I'm being stupid. I don't know. I got nothing to talk about, Philly. God damn it. The pizza shops can't sell heroin anymore. Yeah, what's the world coming to? What's a pizza shop without selling heroin out of it, out the back? Come on, man. That's when the pizza started losing its flavor. You start locking up all those heroin dealers from the old country. Yeah, they came over here. They worked in the pizzeria. They made, handmade mozzarella, all right? They made their own cheese on premises, their own sauce. They had the recipe from the old country. You lock them up, and then, what do you got now? Alejandro can't make the sauce like fucking Carmine could. Carmine's doing 35 fucking years, man. 30 years. It's sad, man. It's sad. I'm sure those cops regret it now. They say like, "Oh, we should have left them on the street, man. Yeah, they were selling junk, but at least they made good pizza." Now they stop for a fucking slice on their shift, and they got to spit it out. Not even fucking edible. John Rambo boy. Oh, when the Saints go marching in. And when this, I used to bang this broad that didn't speak English at all. She only spoke Spanish. Yeah, no, you make it work, boy. Shit. When there's a will, there's a way. I made it work a few times. You gotta make it work, man. Gotta eat that egg. There's pizza shops now that deliver weed to the drivers. Wow. That's, they're trying to survive, man. And nothing goes better with pizza than weed and beer. Go figure, huh? The whole neighborhood was scared of the mob. Yeah. That's how you kept an iron grip on the neighborhood. Yeah. You think little fucking Calodro was gonna fucking think on Three Fingers Sonny? Yeah, right. They would have blew that whole fucking apartment complex up right there on fucking Arthur Avenue. No more fucking doo-wop music for you, asshole, playing stickball on the street. Doo-wop, wop, pop, pop. Bum, bum, bum. I wonder why I fuck you like I do. Ba boom, ba 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 boom. Yeah, that's that doo-wop shit. Ba boom, ba 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 boom. Ba, ba, ba. Imagine those assholes that did that for a living. Ba 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 ba. They had to practice that shit in harmony. You think that shit comes easy or cheap? You know anybody else that could fucking stand in a fucking high school hallway staircase, fucking singing and echoing in the fucking hallways, fucking singing in harmony like that? Because if you can, I'd love to see him try. The dough had heroin in it. Maybe that's why it had extra flavor, man. Had some sort of fucking flavor. Customers kept coming back for more too. They love that pizza. Some pizzerias made a killing out there, man. To this day, these assholes are spending old money driving around in $100,000 Cadillacs and shit, Escalades, brand new, driving around like douchebags all day in their tight fucking shirts, driving around thinking the world's their fucking oyster with a fucking attitude. How about the human beatbox in the 80s? Yeah, those were some talented motherfuckers too, man. Rozelle and Biz Marquee and Dougie Fresh and a few other motherfuckers. I seen Dougie Fresh do it live at China Club. Pause. He was beatboxing and shit, performing the classics. Yeah, I got to see Dougie Fresh, man. I gotta have a talk with my pizza delivery. Yeah. Are you selling dope on the side? I'm asking for a friend. That's how you gotta, approach them. Must be nice, Nightmare, huh? Having foreign sexual relations. Back in the day, a pizza man drove a Cadillac. Today, they ride bicycles. Yeah, they got shit now. It's either a scooter or a bicycle. We became third world. We're already third world now. We just don't know it yet. Wait till Makmandi gets a hold of New York. Scooters everywhere. You're gonna wake up one day, you're gonna look outside, it's gonna be fucking Calcutta. A sea of fucking mopeds and bicycles. Smog everywhere. It's gonna be a dark, dreary day in New York when that happens, you bastard. New York has a gang of Italians. Why aren't they still making pizza? Why they don't need the fucking headaches. I thought about this the other day, man. When I was 16, 17, working at the pizzeria, the fucking owner, he must have been in his early 30s, man. 33, 32 years old running that shit. And he used to bust his ass 7 days a week in that motherfucker from 10 a.m. till fucking 11 at night. Every fucking day. And I had to be there, you know? God damn it. I mean, it wasn't easy. Between the fucking employees being too drunk, not showing up for fucking work, or showing up late, drunk, to the fucking customers being fucking assholes, to the fucking influx of fucking orders that you get where you're just hustling all fucking day, breaking your ass, making food, everything's got to be fast, quick, 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 quick. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Everything. Get the food out the door. Let's go, motherfucker. Got to make it right. It's not easy running a business. Then you got to worry about fucking prices on fucking products and shit, the cheese, the dough, the fucking. Then you got to argue with the soda company, the fucking soda machine delivery guy coming in, breaking your balls. Who wants the headache? And then, You hit hard times, and you're in a bad location. Now you fucking just took a loss. Now you're in the fucking hole. I'm in the hole. I've been in the fucking hole my whole life, but some people haven't. So when they get in the fucking hole, it's the hole. You know what I'm saying? I'm in the hole trying to get out the hole. I've been trying to get out the hole. These motherfuckers are coming in the hole. They getting acquainted to it. I'm already acquainted. I'm fine. I'm not fine, but I'm okay. I'm used to being in the hole. Motherfuckers hit a brick wall and they fucking it's the end of the world. I had a pizza the other night and I was not offered any weed at all. You got to talk to them. Hey, listen, man. I know what you're up to. I know what you're doing, and you're not fucking offering me anything. Yeah, hold on. Let me scroll up here. Do what? 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 What did Biggie say? Oh, okay. We're scrolling up here. John Rambo, boy. Let's make sure I didn't miss nothing. Just trying to keep up with the conversation here, boy. I just forgot about what the fuck we was talking about. Oh, yeah. Working at the pizzeria. Yeah, it's not easy, man. Running a business, a fucking restaurant business, the food business. People are very particular about their food. I seen an article. Fucking, there was an incident a few years back, 3 years ago, in Flushing, in my area, not my area, but my fucking borough. It's not too far away. Fucking asshole ordered Chinese food. They forgot to put fucking duck sauce in the bag when he ordered it. He goes down there and shoots the fucking delivery guy, kills the delivery guy on his fucking moped because he didn't get fucking duck sauce. Running a pizzeria is the same thing as running a fucking Chinese restaurant. You're cooking all day in a fucking shitty heat. There's no fucking AC in there. If you got AC, you're lucky. Slaving all day in that fucking heat, cooking hot food and shit. And then some asshole, oh, you forgot my duck sauce. Fucking shoots you dead. Fucking delivery driver making a lousy fucking probably $8 an hour plus tip. If they even tip at all. Fucking shit world. Some asshole didn't have duck sauce in his fucking order. Now, when you go to these Chinese restaurants, especially in my borough, they just fucking they put the friggin' they put all the sauces out there in a tray for you. Hey, just take what you want, motherfucker. You know, what they learned after that. Because before they used to be real cheap. You ask for hot sauce, they give you like 2 little packets and shit. Like, what the fuck, man? I'm trying to drench this shit in hot sauce, boy. Fucking giving me 2 packets for it, man. Like I'm fucking like that's enough. Like the shit's gold. Now, they fucking shit. Take as much as you want. They put out the whole fucking basket out there. Anyway, it's not easy running a restaurant business. All right, Nightman. In California, Mexican food should only be Coke by Mexican people from California. What? California Mexican food is the best. Yeah, no, I bet. Yeah, I bet it's the best fucking burrito you ever had. Fucking burrito, boy. When I get to California, that's the first thing we're doing. We're going to one of those motherfucking carts, food carts. If there's any left, maybe they'll be extinct by that point. I'll just go to Taco Bell. But if they happen to have one of those carts out there, I will get a steak fucking burrito. And it better be good, night, man. Kevin Wu! Remember when Timpson shot the delivery driver because he forgot his ducks? Oh, shut up. That's right, Becky. Once we make our first $1 million a piece, that's all I need. I get 10%. Don't forget, I gotta wet my beak here. 10%. You bloody bastards. Oh, you're coming up with a whole scheme now, huh? That's what they all say. They think they're gonna have a year run, slaying this shit for a year, make a few hundred grand, and ride off into the sunset like fucking Carlito Briganti. But the law has their own plans, you know. Sometimes plans don't go according to plan. Sometimes the long dick of the law fucks you up the ass. More often than not. Yeah. Fuck this motherfucker say. The woke killed it with all the vegan and gluten free shit. Gluten free pizza. I asked for extra gluten. Oh, that's probably what it is too, man. You didn't hear about this shit in the 90s, fucking gluten shit. You pop some Flintstones fucking vitamins and you was good, man. Eat the pizza. I didn't fucking worry about what was in the pizza. We ate the pizza. We used to look forward to pizza parties as a kid. Everybody had pizza parties, man. Especially in the 90s. If you was a kid in the 90s, you had a pizza party, boy. Thank you, BB. 15%. Grazie, grazie. Yeah. What up, Gypsy boy? Good to see you, Gypsy. Shouts to Gypsy, man. At the casino yesterday, I ordered fried chicken. Nightmare eating fried chicken. And I asked for hot sauce, and I was thinking it was going to be Red Rooster hot sauce. But they gave me fucking tapatio. Oh, yeah. Yeah, you don't put that on fried chicken. I've done that before, actually. You don't do that. Yeah. The fuck? Red Rooster, huh? Shit. What kind of hot sauce is that, man? Check out that Red Rooster hot sauce. Fuck is you eating, man? Yeah. But no, you're right. You can't put tapatio in fucking fried chicken, boy. What kind of sin is this? That's another thing we gave the world. Motherfuckers weren't frying shit till fucking America started doing it. We gave you fried chicken. We gave you fucking French fries and called it French. Shit. Probably gave you macaroni and cheese too, motherfucker. Came up with American cheese. They put that shit on everything. There's a lot of cheeses out there. Most people are using American cheese. We gave you that shit. Fucking Trump just signed over $1 trillion deal with the European Union. They got on their fucking knees and kissed the ring. And Macron, President Macron in fucking France was having a shit fit. Sacre bleu! How could they do this? This is so unfair! We're going to give you tariffs up your ass! Nothing he could do. He thinks he's gonna buck the system in the European Union now because he don't like the deal. It's a one-sided deal, he said. Of course it is, asshole. You've been fucking this over for years, you know? What do you got? What do you got? What do you got, fucking Macron? You don't hold the cards, all right? Trump holds the cards. He's got a Trump card. You don't hold the cards, Macron. What do you got? Fucking wine? I think we'll be all right. We'll buy it from Italy. Cognac? I don't drink Hennessy anymore. I'm not not an alcoholic anymore. I don't go out drinking and partying and enjoying life no more. Putting my freedom at risk, drinking and driving no more. We don't do that shit. What else you got? What do you got? Snails? Frogs? You frog eating fudge in the guts? What do you got? You got nothing. So who are you to buck the system and say you're not gonna fucking join in with the European Union? No, you part of the union, boy. So now you gotta get down and fucking obey. You understand? You've been having one-sided deals for the past 30 years with your ass. Fucking assholes. Bullshit? Maybe. Yeah, you're right, Dwayne. I'm just fucking around. Too much negativity? Grow up? I'm trying to have fun here, Dwayne. This is how I have fun. I'm just talking. I don't mean what I say. I don't mean this shit. You think I'm this ignorant, man? You think I'm this stupid? Come on, man. You don't give me enough credit. I'm just talking, man. Trying to get you guys excited to talk and fucking come up with some subject matter for me to fucking respond to, so we can have a nice conversation here. That's why it's called a chat, live chat. We're supposed to be chatting here. All right. Just trying to fucking pique your mind, pique your interest to fucking have a conversation. Maybe you have an opposing thought. Maybe you thought I had an opposing thought, but I really agree with you. But I'm just having the opposing thought just for the sake of conversation. Sometimes that shit happens. Korean chicken eating boy. I still haven't had Korean chicken. I'm scared. I stick with the Chinese. Nah, French got the frites. The frites. What, they got croissant? Croissant's all right, but the fuck. I have a croissant maybe once every fucking 5 years. Fuck a croissant. Buttery bullshit. Pastries. You can get pastries anywhere. Italian pastry. Yeah, we don't need we don't need no French pastry, boy. What do they got? You don't know what Red Rooster hot sauce is? I don't know if I've had it before. Oh, it's like Louisiana. Okay, yeah, that's what you need, boy. That goes perfect with fried chicken. Louisiana hot sauce. It's not good on everything, but it's good on fried chicken. Yeah. It's like made for fried chicken. Bomb in the chicken. Fried chicken. Oh, thank you, Becky. Yeah, I try to spice it up a little bit, Try to, keep it lively. Get people enticed to tune in. Oh, you lost $40 in 9 minutes gambling or buying Mexican food? Which one, man? Mexican food changed the game? What are you talking about? Okay, 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 okay. You're right. Shut up, Dwayne. That's negative. Red Rooster is big red cock in the bottle. That's basically what it is. Anyway, fuck. I'm gonna drop a link again. Is this the second time? Jesus was denied 3 times. Son of a bitch. All right, back to the news. God damn it. Somebody come on here and have a goddamn conversation. I'm about to give you some space alien shit. Wait, what? Son of a bitch. Fucking New York Times is at it again. Promoting propaganda and lies. I'm not even going to get into this thing because it's a touchy subject, but of course the New York Times fucking Lied again. Son of a bitch. What else we got here? Here's why you should never name your baby one of these three common names. A speech therapist says. I need a fucking speech therapist. All right, let's see if one of your guys' names in the chat. Let's see if one of your names is one of the names that you should never name someone. If you have a baby. If you have a baby, don't name it one of these three names. Let's see. Millennial parents are using the 90s as inspiration for naming their newborns. Oh no, I hope they don't have kids out there named Neve Campbell and shit. Neve. Ugh. The fuck happened to her, huh? You don't hear about her no more. She was a big star in the 90s, Neve Campbell. You guys forgot. Nobody talks about her. Nobody gives a shit. She was in hit movies, man. She was Hollywood's it girl for a fucking few years there. 95, 96. By 97, she was a fucking fart in the wind, man. She was a fart in the wind. If it's Maverick, I'm done. Your name's Maverick. I saw some shit on some court show today. They had a fucking defendant. His real name was Sexy with two X's. They named him Sexy. Sexxy was his name. Sexy something. I forgot his last name, but that was his for real first name. Sexy. Unfucking real, man. So maybe your name could be Maverick, especially in your part of town. How did Tony Buick put it? The swishy part of town? The swishy? The swishy part of town. God damn it, Dwayne. The what? The Comet Atlas will be here in 2027. I don't want to think about that. I just heard about that shit today. It's about 7 miles long and 3 miles wide, and it's fucking coming to Earth in 2027. Yeah. At this point, I believe it because anything's possible now. Shit just keeps getting worse. By 2020, you think shit's bad now? Once Makmandi becomes mayor over here, the city of the world, New York City, in the hands of a fucking young 33-year-old fucking don't know jack shit about nothing fucking asshole, radical, anti-American asshole, then yeah, a comet could fucking come. What was it called? Comet Atlas is coming. That could happen too. Anyway, millennial parents are using the 90s as inspiration for naming their newborns, which is fine as long as they avoid three names in particular. Some asshole named Chloe Conrad, CC for short. They called me CC. Chloe. Chloe Conrad is a speech language pathologist. This is what she went to school. I'm a speech language pathologist making fucking millions of dollars. Having fucking 1 hour meetings once a week fucking with some rich asshole, charging them $7,000 an hour. Fuck shit. Got a degree in this bullshit. Speech language pathologist who often posts informative, helpful videos for parents on her Instagram page. Oh, she's making money from that too. In one of Conrad's recent posts, she shared three specific names that parents should never, ever consider naming their baby. And for good reason. Three names I would never name my child. God damn it. As a speech therapist, Rory, Rowan, and Aurora. Aurora. So yeah, okay, I get it. So anything with like roar, roar. Well, yeah, but what about Roro, man? Rory, 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 Rowan, and Aurora. Aurora. Yeah, it's stupid. Aurora. 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 I could say her name like that and that would be right. Is that a girl's name? Yeah, that's a girl's name. Aurora. 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 Yeah, if you know, I don't know. She's fucking with my speech impediment now. This fucking speech therapist is fucking with my speech impediment. The expert said they're hard to say. Point blank. Basically, any name with R and O in it next to each other. I love the way they sound, but struggled teaching a child to say them. Oh, Jesus, I can only imagine. My name. Yeah, all right. What a stupid fucking article. Anyway, moving along, folks. I'm sorry about that article. I don't think any of you are named Rory, Rowan, or fucking. Rowan's not a bad name. Rowan? I don't know. Sounds like an Irish name. An Irish girl, Rowan. She could be hot. Sounds like they're hating the Irish. Those sounded like Irish names. Maybe they're besmirching the Irish culture there. Bastards. Yeah. What else we got here? Mamdani's cop-hating agenda speaks louder than his hollow words for horrific New York City shooting. What do you say, man? Sensible New Yorkers didn't need yet another reason to vote against Zoran Makmandi for mayor. But Monday's horrific Midtown slaughter provided a clear illustration of why the radical Democrat must not win the keys to City Hall. Makmandi is in Uganda celebrating his wedding. But I guess there were no good American venues, you know. What's wrong with Vegas, huh? Couldn't get married in Vegas? Have a fucking Elvis impersonator marry you? That's not good enough? Gotta go to the jungles of Uganda to fucking have a compound and lions and tigers and bears? I wonder how a bear would do in the safari out there. I don't think the bear would last out there. I think the bear would get fucked up. Could a bear take down an elephant? Have you ever thought about that? I don't know. Different ecosystems. 19 fucking people listen to this shit. God damn it. Thank you guys for being here. Fuck me, huh? Grateful for all of our first responders on the ground, Makmandi said. By the time of that statement, Mayor Adams and Police Commissioner Jessica Tisch already had visited the scene and identified the dead officer as so and so. The mayor and the commissioner said he had immigrated from Bangladesh, had 2 children, and was expecting a third with his pregnant wife. Dead at 36 years old. And this asshole has the nerve to hate cops. That cop went to work on Monday and didn't make it home because of some fucking radical lunatic asshole. And this guy hates cops. Uh-oh, I'm in trouble now. This better not be commie propaganda, man. I don't want to hear about how great Stalin was and how powerful, and we can't fuck with them. I don't want to hear that. Better come on here talking good about America, boy. Real good. Buick's handed in his wrench. No way he'll be back. You're breaking my balls again. He didn't show up, though. He's not here right now, son of a bitch. Hold on.
What up?
What up, man?
No,
Yohan.
he's probably on Angel's show.
Oh, Angels Live? God
I
damn it.
saw him last night. He was on. I didn't see you on last night.
All right, well, I know he's all in love with Angel, so let him have fun.
Yeah,
Son of a bitch.
let him TLC with Angel's channel. Yeah. So what's up with you, bro?
Try not to be too negative.
Yeah. No, you were. You had your dose of negativity
It
tonight.
was fun though. It was fun. We're just having
Yeah.
fun.
You let that acid just fall.
I gotta let it go, man.
Yeah, you let her rip. Mm.
I don't like what I see out there.
No, there's nothing nice to see.
Nah.
There's no with it's not that. You know what it is? You know what it is? We've tried so hard to make something better of our lives, and
Yeah.
all we got back was no, 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 and more problems because we're faced with our own lives, our
Yeah.
own history, and our history, and we hold on to the past, and we can't look towards the future because it's always no. So it just bottles up inside, and you get angrier and angrier and angrier
It's a
until
vicious cycle
yeah,
until one day you hit the bucket,
So
and that's
what,
life.
what else you want to do about it? There's nothing to do about it.
No.
However, if you're
Yeah.
a good human, if you got good values, if you know where you stand and you do the best you can to help the ones around you, the ones in your inner circle, and in your case, you have a show, so you try to help the broader public. You know that you can rest on your 2 ears when you go to sleep at night. You
I
know?
think that's what humanity is about, man.
Mm,
That's how humanity survived
yeah,
all these millennia.
yeah,
They're
totally.
social people. They help each other out.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
what's it called?
For the most part, when they're not killing and shooting
How
each
come
other.
Dwayne didn't come on and
If he would have came on, it would have only been for 2 minutes. This is that's how he does things, man. I can never have a fucking conversation with this guy.
and
Comes
here
on, says
here's
hello, and yeah,
here's Nita, and
need
there's
a
also
baby.
comment. Yeah, Nita baby. Yeah. What else I want to say? Yeah. So basically, the thing, I mean, I don't want to say we're fighting our demons. We've overcome our demons. I don't know about your cases. You did say at one point earlier in the conversation, when you talked about a Russian girlfriend, you said,
Oh,
"Well,
jeez.
I don't know because I'm dealing with my own issues right now. So I don't know what you meant. I don't know if you were saying that lightly or you were saying that like in a sense that whoa, you know."
The
So
fuck am I going to offer some Russian broad? What am I going to offer her right now? I'm in no position to be fucking dating anybody,
you can
especially
offer her a
not her. She'll
sandwich.
fucking destroy me. All
A
right.
sandwich, a cigarette, a Coca Cola, sit down on a bench and just
Yeah,
talk
right.
the night away, and then then eventually, if you decide to be to go in intimacy, she can lay in the same bed
Yeah.
as you, and
Oh, yeah.
yeah, that'd be nice.
Is that how it works?
Well, I don't know if maybe laying in bed Russian style,
Russian style. What with a fucking AK-47 and a fucking and your Rolex in her purse?
Yeah. Fraud. She'll steal all your money.
That's
Yeah.
how you wake up the next day if you even
And
wake
block
up
your
at all.
calls. Block your calls as well. Yeah. What?
Yeah. No, she disappears. They got her on candid camera fucking stealing your Rolex.
Yeah. You got a Rolex
No, of course not. I'm just saying.
because the Russians stole it from you.
Yeah. No, but that's what I didn't want to say that earlier, but yeah,
That's what
that's
happened. That's what happened to your Rolex.
it goes
Everybody,
down.
if you've seen the Russian broad that was with Gunsmoke, give him
Fucking
back his
Rolex.
Rolex. Yeah.
Maybe one day, hopefully, but no, the fuck do I need a Rolex for?
I got
Yeah.
two tag viewers. I got a good price for them. They're used, but they're nice watches.
What does that mean used? The wristband is worn?
No. Well, yeah, also, but they're not. They're one of
It's
them is
loose?
leather. The other one
Oh,
is metal.
I'm so glad
Metal.
you brought this up, man.
What?
Did you hear? Do you watch these watch dealers on fucking YouTube?
No.
These guys that sell in the Diamond District, they sell watches. These Jewish guys.
Yeah. What?
Anyway, they got this guy. He calls himself Watch King, right? And I've been
Okay.
subscribed to him for a couple of years now.
Mm-hmm.
All these assholes. Moisha, what was his name? Moses.
Yeah.
He's a big one too.
Uh huh.
Okay, so this guy, I just read in the news yesterday or earlier today. Fucking guy got robbed the other day and in front of his house in Queens, in
Yeah.
Miami.
Well, sometimes it's an insurance scam. I don't know.
That's what I'm thinking. It looked like two guys came with like reflection vests, like they were delivery guys.
Yeah.
And somehow they got past his gate and shit. I don't know if he let them in or what the fuck.
I don't
but
know.
they robbed him for over $500,000 in
Yeah,
fucking
five
jewelry.
hundred thousand dollars.
He
Yeah,
comes
okay.
outside and fucking,
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
I don't know what the
Five
fuck he's
hundred
thinking, man.
insurance. No, but sometimes in France,
And it's on camera
I
too.
don't mean to bring up France a lot, but sometimes in France there's a lot of jewelry heists because there's a lot of jewelry stores, and
Yeah,
but
they're famous for that.
they come in with guns and they got a mask on, and
Yeah,
they say, "Give me everything you got." They break the windows with crowbars, and they just steal the diamonds and whatever. But in his case, they came while he was working or afterwards.
yeah. Fuck.
Oh, sorry.
How do you say pasemo again? How do you say not a word again? How do you say that?
Pazamu.
Pasemo?
Pazamu. Not a word.
Pasamo?
Pazamu.
Pasamo? Yeah,
Pazamu.
that's a good scene in that documentary. Anyway,
Yeah.
what was the question again?
No,
Fuck
my
with you.
question was, were they there when he was there or when he was gone?
Who was that?
The jeweler guy.
Uh, I don't know. They fucking they waited on this guy. He comes outside, and it's on video. I didn't see the video, but I saw like the pictures of it, and then like fucking two guys are like stomping him out. I think they sprayed him with mace.
So
They
he had suitcases. What's the story?
no, he just had a fucking watch that was worth like fucking
Five
uh
hundred grand.
no, it was like worth like $400,000, and then he had like 100 grand in necklaces on him
Oh,
and other jewelry.
so they basically jacked him.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
then
yeah.
there was one chain that had his initials, WK Watch King.
Mm-hmm.
So they threw it back at him
Oh, okay.
because they can't do nothing with that because it's identifiable that they
That's
came from
odd.
him. So they took the other shit though. I don't know. It seems like it was an inside job.
Where where
Seems like
where is he located?
eh,
Manhattan or
no, in
Miami?
Queens.
On the Queens.
Yeah,
Oh my.
it was in
Yeah.
the news today or yesterday. So I was like,
Yeah.
wow,
Yeah.
they got this motherfucker because he's always on YouTube. He's always wearing fucking fancy fucking Chanel sweaters or fucking Gucci this
My
and
question is, who would drop
Louis
500K on a watch unless you're a football star?
uh or a rapper. But
Yeah,
yeah.
exactly.
But no, there's rich men out there, like these billionaires and these
Yeah,
multimillionaires. They buy that shit,
and they live in like recluse areas, and
and some of them, those watches gain fucking appreciate with value and shit.
yeah, yeah,
Some
yeah,
of
yeah,
them.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
So a lot of these assholes, they make a living just fucking trading their watch collection. These assholes,
Yeah, yeah,
you
yeah,
know.
yeah. Well, I would getting a watch with diamonds on it for a guy. I don't know, bro.
Depends how it looks, the
Yeah,
design. You gotta stay jiggy. You know what I'm saying? Back
yeah,
in the day, we used to
yeah,
call it jiggy. We gotta stay
yeah,
jiggy.
yeah, yeah.
Anybody calling themselves jiggy no more? But we used to get jiggy
No,
with it, man.
no, no. But what's it called? Yeah,
Yeah.
no. If, but I wear jewelry all the time. I got chains, I got bracelets, I got all that
What
stuff.
kind of jewelry?
I got 4 gold chains I wear all the time, and bracelets are made out of silver. I got a this one is a rope
You
chain,
mix it. You're
and I have
mixing silver and gold.
a
You,
Cuban Gucci link.
yeah,
No, I got silver on my hands and gold around my neck.
yeah.
18
You're,
carat,
you're
14
mixing
carat.
silver and gold.
Yeah.
Son of a bitch.
Son of
I
a
thought that was a fox paw. False
No,
paw.
the thing with gold is, I bought my gold way back when,
Yeah.
and sometimes like if I feel like getting something new, I'll just bring back the old gold that I have and ask for new gold.
Old
Like
gold.
they weigh
Yeah.
it, they give me the value, and I just pay a couple extra bucks and I can get another chain or whatever I want.
They used to make the rope chains different back in the 80s, man.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Real
yeah.
shit. Now you
Yeah,
get bullshit now.
well, the ones from Nino Brown, what's New Jack City? They
Yeah.
were crazy, bro.
Yeah. Those are the real deal, man.
And did you ever see Ghostface Killer's eagle on his hand?
Of course. Yeah. Tony Stark, boy.
Tony Stark's. Tommy Mottola. Yeah.
You remember the Bobby Digital fucking album? Fucking
Yeah.
RZA?
Ever hear
Huh?
NYC Everything? NYC Everything. Remember that song? It was nasty, bro. I don't
I
know if
just
you remember.
I don't know if that was the name of it. Fuck.
It was called NYC Everything, and the guy, I don't know. There's RZA and Method Man on the song, and he's a
Oh,
sandwich in the sandwich with a Miracle Whip. Do you remember it now?
no.
Okay.
I just remember the song when he was arguing with that chick, and he was dissing her in the song like crazy.
Was he?
You remember that? He's like, "You bitch, you don't cook, you don't clean, or wash my jeans, you don't fucking clean my earth, you fucking you gave my child's birth." Some shit. I don't know. He was talking a whole bunch of shit.
Yeah.
Go check it out, man.
I was big into Wu Tang, but Bobby Digital,
Yeah.
I didn't like the album. That's why I didn't.
It was
But
garbage. But,
the album that came afterward with RZA
it's
and
all
We,
garbage.
I don't know what it was called, with We Pop, and there was also the song called
RZA or Jizza?
it's all about no, what's it called? No, RZA with We Pop, and there was another one with
Yeah.
I can't remember.
You mean the new woke shit they was coming out with recently?
No, it wasn't woke. It was just well, RZA's always, he's always thrown science at a bunch of people.
Yeah.
Very intellectual and like Illuminati type, Freemasonry, and all the historical stuff. And I was into him, and the reason I was into him was because I was into the whole not philosophy, but
Like the
historical.
Shaolin shit.
Well, the Shaolin shit I got into
Yeah.
more with my respect for Asian culture.
Yeah.
With Asians around me, and I saw their the way they commend them, the way they behave and whatever, and I have a lot of respect for them.
That's good, boy. You better. Yeah.
Yeah, and they're non-confrontational. I never met an Asian who had a problem with me except for
Kevin Wu.
Kevin Wu's the guy who has problems with you, bro. You got to solve that issue.
Nah, not with me.
Karate chop him down, bro.
He ain't swinging on me. He was swinging on other people, crying and shit.
Yeah. But yeah, that's the thing. But what's it called?
Watch King.
Yeah, no, Asians. The only time I did see Asians get angry was amongst themselves. Like I remember when an Asian woman was working and this guy came to ask her a question. She was like, in whatever language, I think it was Chinese. She's like, like she told him off. She's like, I'm working, Cracker Jack, and
Cracker Jack boy.
Yeah. Well, no. But otherwise, I haven't seen Tony. I wanted to have a conversation with you and Tony, and I wanted to go all around the world again. And
you want to explore? What about the universe? Let's explore the fucking universe. Forget about this fucking planet. Huh?
Well, that's the thing. Huh? The universe, I know nothing about.
I'm getting tired of people saying this to me, man. Listen, man. In your fucking mind, what's the probability that there's another life form out there, intelligent life out there, somewhere in this fucking vast universe? I want your fucking opinion right now.
Realistically, it is possible. However, like, what's the point of thinking about it?
What do you mean, man?
I'll tell you how I roll. When I think about political ideas or ethnic groups or religions or whatever, it's because I've interacted with people from that world and they've given me witnessings of what they were going through. So it's like I get information here and there, plus I buy books and I read up on it. But no alien has come up to me. I've never met an astronaut. So if I do, I'll find out something and then I'll look into what he says and then I can buy a book and say, now I get it.
I've never seen fucking gravity, but I know it's there.
No, gravity's there. Gravity's there, but at the same time, birds can fly, so I don't know. Okay, so think about it. Gravity's there, but if birds can fly and they can fly up into the air, well, what's the laws of gravity then?
Momentarily, what goes up must always come down. Eventually, it comes down, my friend.
They don't have to come down.
No, they have to come down.
To sleep, yeah.
Exactly.
But germs and microbes and all that stuff, they live in the air.
Wow.
And they don't sleep. And fish live in the sea and they swim and some of them sleep. I don't know, man. I'm not an animal expert, but you know what I mean.
We're supposed to be exploring the universe right now. So you said
back in
you said
yeah, what?
You said that there is a possibility.
Yeah.
So it could be.
Oh,
So you believe in aliens?
I believe in. I'm saying there could be alien form, but intelligent aliens like that can like in the movie
Fuck the
the
movies. How about the
Mars
shit? You
Attack.
haven't seen this shit that Congress has been releasing of all this shit from the past 20 years that we got on videotape of these fucking
Yeah,
saucers doing
and
maneuvers that are impossible for us to
has
do?
there been new shit developed?
Yes. Every other month they're coming out with a new video now and better quality too. Weird
Yeah,
shit these things are doing. Moving at fucking lightning
I don't
speed.
know. They're just trying to dissuade us from the real truth. The fact that they're up shit's creek and they can't even hold their own business anymore. I'm not saying Congress. I'm just saying worldwide, worldwide, and anywhere you look, but countries that are. I mean, if you look at the Middle East, there's the wars. If you look at Russia, there's the wars. If you look at America, there's woke and you know everything's expensive. If you look at Europe, immigration, everything's expensive. Da, 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 da. If you look at Sweden, people told me there's a movie about everybody being an alcoholic. If you look at Africa, they're all poor. If you look at Latin America, there's narco trafficking and kidnappings and stuff like that.
What
So,
does this have to do with intergalactic fucking assholes from another fucking solar system?
well, we need them to save us.
Hold on. Hold that thought.
that's
Rude
that's
Irish.
our pattern.
Rude Irish, thank you so much, brother. That fucking just made my day, man, and my night.
$100?
Yeah, man.
Rude
Thank you
Irish.
very much, Rude. That's fucking awesome, man. Keeping the
Wow.
channel alive, man.
You Gaelic king.
I thought tonight was a wash.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, brother. That's fucking awesome, man. Thank God. Getting towards the end of the month here, man. I got 2 days left. Today and tomorrow.
You're the new Boondock Saint.
Boondock Saint. I ain't got no fucking hair, man.
No, it's the movie with the two Irish guys that.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I got confused with Boondocks.
No, never seen that. I root Irish, man. Kicking
Thanks,
up to
Root.
the dawn.
You're the man, Root. My dude. Definitely my dude.
Yeah.
Listen, man. So every time I ask you about intergalactic space shit, you want to talk about other, this planet's affairs and shit. What's going on this planet and shit. You start talking about the problems on this planet.
Yeah.
How do you explain these videos of fucking these crafts doing these maneuvers in water, in the sky?
Well, I think the problem with it is,
What do you think that is?
if you look at, okay, this is how I feel. If leadership, I'm not going to talk specifically about aliens, but I'm going to talk specifically about leadership. Leadership is, you got too many political regimes, you got too many countries, you got too many ethnic groups, you got too many religions. If you create a harmony between all of them and you put each of them on the same level according to the number of adherents they have to each community, well, and you share the wealth properly. I'm not saying communism. I'm saying ideologically. And then you can open a certain level of social democracy and meritocracy for people who've struggled and have good values and deserve a better outlet for their lives. Because the way it's run right now, people that are looking for profit and trying to screw their brother or their friend for money or their girlfriends, they're the ones who are making money nowadays, not people that have Christian or whatever Islamic values or whatever, So the problem I have is that the people who want to, basically live a honest life are the ones who get the short end of the stick.
That's a tale as old as time. That's in the Bible, boy. What the fuck does that have to do with? I just asked you about the goddamn aircraft doing fucking maneuvers that can't be done, man. What do you think that is?
The aircraft. Je sais pas. Pas un mot. Pas un mot. Not a word. Yeah.
God damn it. See, you don't even want to have the conversation, man.
Well, no.
That's the problem, man. You gotta fucking. You don't ponder about the universe and this.
I'm not a pilot, bro.
A pilot?
Yeah, if I was a pilot, I could tell you if I saw something up there, or if it's possible that something entered the space, the sky space, the space of the sky. I don't know, bro. What do I know? I'm just a guy at my house talking in Gunsmoke.
I think yeah. I mean, everybody's a somebody, you know. But there's shit going on up in these fucking skies, and it's been going on for a long time, and they don't know what the fuck is going on, or if
Well,
they
how come
know,
they
they're not
haven't?
telling it.
How come they haven't landed?
You don't know if they have it now. We don't fucking know that. They're not fucking coming clean about it. They're showing
Mm.
us shit, acting like they're giving us info. They ain't giving us dick. They're giving us videos and not explaining what the fuck that is.
Oh, then I don't know, bro. I'm asking myself the same question as you are now. Now you put me in. Now you put me in a predicament where I'm trying to figure out what you said. If that might have an influence on our lives, the way we're trying to figure it out.
Hollywood, all these fucking movies you were raised on, it makes you
Yeah.
think that, shit like that can't happen.
Uh huh.
Sometimes reality is fucking stranger than fiction.
I know.
Sometimes fucking art imitates fucking reality.
Yeah. I don't know, bro. I don't know. I don't know, but like you mentioned the comet that's going to hit the Earth that's 7 miles long or 30 miles long or whatever.
Yeah.
That's also aside from alien, that's also something we should think about more seriously.
What are we gonna worry about that for? I don't even know if I'm
Well,
gonna live to see another 3 years,
no,
2 years.
if
At
it,
the same time, if it happens, it happens. And we can't do nothing about it. Worrying about it ain't gonna fucking change what's happening. And we're on a fucking collision course with a fucking big fucking comet the size of a fucking bigger than Mount Everest.
yeah,
We're fucking done. And our generation had to live through it. I went through a fucking recession, the Great Recession, 9/11, fucking uh
and the work's not over yet. Yeah,
no, all this fucking shit going on, the pandemic, and then the
yeah,
fucking other bullshit, the riots and all this other bullshit. Fucking society went to shit.
and they're talking
All
about
right.
aliens. Go figure.
Well, no, it affects humanity. It's something that we should all,
I know.
we should want to know that. Like, wow,
We
there's
should-
another fucking planet out there. We
Yeah, yeah,
confirmed. And
yeah,
these assholes are
yeah,
smart and they came here, you
yeah.
know.
Yeah.
That's fucking crazy. That's the greatest discovery man has ever made
Well, the
or ever
greatest
will make.
discovery man has ever made. I think about it, there's electricity, there's all that stuff, fire, the wheel. I don't know, a lot of stuff.
That's right, boy.
There's a lot of stuff
A lot
people
of
created.
shit America gave you that, boy. Are you in a swivel chair right now? Are
Yeah.
you able to move side to side? Yeah. You know who fucking made that? You know who
Who?
invented that?
Who?
Thomas Jefferson.
Oh,
And the
really?
Venetian blind too. If you got Venetian blinds in your house, he made that too,
I
motherfucker.
got blinds, but I don't know if they're Venetian.
Yeah. Well, if you know that fucking shit with the
Yeah,
what do you
yeah,
call that
got
shit?
it, got it. That's pretty cool. Thomas Jack.
Yeah.
Well, he was a man of jack of all trades, huh?
And I think Benjamin Franklin made the first indoor oven and shit,
Yeah, yeah. Benjamin Franklin was definitely one of those.
cooking bacon and
Yeah, yeah,
shit.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Flipping burgers. Yeah, yeah. Ben Franklin.
God bless Dave Thomas, man. Remember Dave
Yeah,
Thomas from
he
Wendy's?
died, huh?
2003, man. The food was
Yeah,
never the same after that. They started getting different onions and
I like
fucking
this.
different pickles and shit. Cocksuckers.
Yeah, the spicy chicken was good. I
Yeah, they
remember
fucked
that,
it
and
all
the
up.
Baconator. That's pretty good.
And then you get nuggets. They took away the barbecue sauce. Now you got this sweet tangy shit that tastes like shit. Don't even want to get
Oh
the
yeah, the
nuggets no
sweet
more.
chili sauce.
Bastards.
Yeah,
They
yeah,
had
yeah.
a good smoked fucking barbecue sauce. It was delicious, competing with Burger King.
Well, I don't
Um,
know if you
and,
I don't know if you noticed.
yeah,
Let me ask you this question. You tell me how it went on in the States. I remember this was around the time Chili's came out. We had burgers, but it was only from either McDonald's or what we would eat at home. And then after that, they started making a little bit more fancy steakhouses, and we used to go there and we used to eat burgers for like $30 or 25 to 20 to $30, and the burgers were much better.
yeah.
Around what
Chili's.
No, around the time Chili's came out. So
Oh, how
I
many
would
years ago was that?
I
Jesus
would say
Christ.
90s, around the 90s they started.
Chili's came out in the 90s.
I No, like around the 90s.
Oh,
Not
you
the
just
not
reminded
the
me of a
late
movie, a
90s,
funny
around the
movie.
early 90s.
What was the name of that movie? Fuck.
Yeah.
Something. Fuck. There was a movie that was funny about that type of restaurant, like Chili's and shit. They worked there. I
Yeah.
think Jennifer Aniston was in it. I
Yeah,
don't know.
yeah, 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 I
It was
remember that.
funny. Uh, you ever been to Bennigan's? You remember Bennigan's? Yeah. Did you have
Uh,
Bennigan's up there?
that
Not no
sounds
Bennigan.
Irish.
Yeah.
Sounds Irish.
You ever been to Sizzler?
Mm-mm,
Wow, really? They got Sizzler up
never.
there? Fuck, man.
I know Twizzlers.
Twizzlers.
Yeah,
The relish?
the licorice.
Licorice.
Uh,
Relish. Licorice. The relish.
uh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Damn, you missed out. So you ain't got no
So
buffets up there, boy?
what
No
are
salad bars? Huh?
No, we used to have buffets back in the late '80s, early '90s. There was a lot of buffets. We had buffets. We would go there for breakfast. We would go there for
Yeah.
supper. We would have Chinese buffets.
Supper.
Oh man, that was good, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. And I had
Chinese
frog
buffet.
legs at the Chinese buffet.
Frog legs.
Yeah, they had frog legs, and the guy, my dad's friend, told me have some. I was like, "What is this? Sardines?" He's like, "Don't taste it, and then I'll tell you what it is." I was like, "Yeah, sure, fine." I tasted these like frog. I was like,
You frog eating fetch of the guts.
Fudge of the gods. Yeah, frog.
Uh, will you dip that in mayonnaise or some shit? What are you doing with
No,
that?
no, no. They're fried.
Oh, so it's
Sorry.
supposed to taste like fucking what? Like fried pickles or some shit?
No, I don't know. It's odd. Very well. I saw this Asian woman, eating the frog's head and
Oh,
frog.
jeez.
Yeah, yeah, man. It was heavy. I was like, whoa, bro.
Fucking eyeballs popping out.
Yeah, yeah, totally. And tongues and shit. And you know what the worst part is? When we were in high school, we would dissect the frogs and see all the frogs,
All of you from that generation, huh?
the animals, and so
Wow, we didn't have that, man. Did I have
no,
that? I don't know. I don't remember. We might have had that once. Maybe. We might have had that.
yeah,
I don't know. I'm trying to remember, man. It's lost in the sea of time.
yeah, something like that.
But
No, but
Stella.
I've never had snake and I've never had alligator. And I want to try alligator though.
I heard it tastes like shit.
Alligator.
You ever had snail, boy? You eating snail?
Snail, yeah, I did. I had
Oh,
it
you did.
On pizza.
You put it on pizza.
Yeah. Poor deluded Frenchman. What's deluded mean?
Diluted. That means you don't see the world the way you see the world through like foggy goggles,
Oh
Fucking
yeah.
you got a diluted
I'm a
fucking
soggy
vision of
bottom
the
boy.
fucking world.
Yeah.
You don't have the right to vote, do you?
They shouldn't give me the right to vote.
You exercise your right to vote?
No, I don't.
Oh, okay, good.
Well, we in our province in Canada, they want to have independence. Do you know about that?
Well, you want to join America?
No, they want to have independence from the rest of Canada because we live in French Canada and there's English Canada too.
No, we can't allow that. We're not going to allow that.
Yeah, well,
You're
if
going to remain
if
one.
a
There's one
separation, you guys
Canada
have an
policy.
opportunity. Yeah.
Why would you want to be independent? For what? Just join us, man.
No, because
Become an American.
we speak French and we're tainted with Europeanism. So you got the rest of Canada is very American, except for Vancouver, which is kind of Asian. No, but that it has a lot of Asians. Yeah, yeah.
I believe since only my loyal people are here, I'm going to say this.
Mm,
Inside every Canadian is an American waiting to come out.
yeah.
So, yeah. So just join America, man. Become the 51st state. That's what you should be fighting for.
I could just I can just move to Florida and just live there and let them argue about if they want to become American or not. I don't. I have no say in it. I really don't care. It's not like if my life's history is gonna be affected that much. The only thing is I won't get free healthcare when I'm older. And my pension will probably get cut off. 'Cause I have a pension.
Oh yeah. Once you become American, that's going bye bye.
Mm.
You have to start over, man.
Mm-hmm.
Start over from the beginning. That's all
Mm-hmm.
right. We'll give you a gun. We'll give you
Yeah,
fried chicken,
yeah, and cigarettes.
good cigarettes. Probably taste different.
Yeah,
Yeah, we got
but
the real shit. We got fiberglass in our house. We got
think about
fiberglass.
all the Indians that live here, bro.
Yeah. You won't have to see them anymore. They don't exist over here. They exist on reservations. You won't have to see them. They don't
Yeah,
see them. I guess what
Yeah.
you see them every day going to the shop
You
and
see
shit.
them at Walmart in New Mexico.
Pal face not welcome here. Is that
Yeah.
what they tell you? Go home.
No, yeah, it happens sometimes. If you go into the reserves, they'll tell you you're not welcome.
Yeah. This
Yeah.
Walmart is the land of my people.
Well, yeah, totally. No, but they
Yeah.
over here they sell all the cigarettes. Oh, and there's one time I went up to the reserves,
Yeah.
and I filled up gas. I filled up the tank
Oh
on,
yeah.
on my old car, and the guy's like, if you put more than $30, we'll give you a gift. I'm like, what's the gift? The guy gave me a joint, and I was like, I don't smoke that. He's like, well, that's our gift. He's like, well,
That's
you
so
can
good.
have it. I was like, no, it's okay, keep it.
Wow, you turned it
Whatever.
down.
Yeah,
The
yeah, yeah. I'm
peace
not
pipe.
joking, bro. I'm not
Peace
joking.
pipe. That was this
Yeah,
peace pipe.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
That's a great insult.
Well, no, he wasn't gonna smoke it with me, and I don't think he wanted to.
Even General Custer smoked the peace pipe with
C'est vrai?
Sitting Bull.
Yeah, Sitting
Man,
Bull,
yeah.
Calamity Jane. Yeah,
God damn it, Dwayne. But yeah. Um, that's interesting, man. That's fucking interesting. So good,
yeah,
yeah. We don't need you voting, boy. Don't be voting now. Uh,
yeah.
what else? Let me think, man. We already talked about the watch game. What else is going on? Oh,
Beep Beep had alligator.
did wait what?
Beep
Who?
Beep had alligator. I try alligator. I want to try it. It's like with barbecue sauce, and it's
Well,
grilled on the
everything tastes
grill.
good with barbecue sauce.
Yeah, but Beep Beep was drunk. Beep Beep was shit faced.
That's when food tastes the best.
Totally, and that's when you can eat a lot. Yeah.
You sick bastard. I was about to ask you something now. I forgot. Fuck, it was a stupid question. Oh, what do you think about Trump
What?
making the European Union sign that fucking one-sided deal? Man, they had to fucking get on their knees and kiss the ring, and Macron in France was pissed off.
I
How
don't know
could you
why.
do this? Sacre bleu!
No, I don't know why they're picking on Macron so much. The
He's an
thing.
asshole.
No, but the power in Europe is concentrated in Germany. They're the ones with the real power.
Eh,
Macron's the second, and England, but England's not in the European Union anymore. So,
that chick in Italy too. What's her name? Maloney. What's her name?
Giorgia Meloni, the right wing,
Yeah,
extreme
she's
right. Yeah,
she's she's doing good over there. I
yeah,
don't
she's
know.
she's
It's a
a hustler.
shithole.
Oh no, she's like a red pepper. She's like a spicy red pepper.
She's
She's
got a lot of
she's on
cleaning up to do
fire.
over there.
Yeah, 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 yeah. I like her.
All of Europe does, but
Yeah,
they're
yeah.
not gonna do it. They're
Uh,
getting destroyed over there from within. They allowed it.
no, well, the problem
Fucking
with no,
idiots.
no, the problem with Europe was decolonization. Okay, and the other thing was the wars. The wars all happened in Europe, so they had to rebuild the countries. But think about the First World War. After the First World War, Germany had Germany and Poland and what's it called? Austria-Hungary and what other countries are? There's a few other countries that were trying to develop pharmaceuticals and psychiatry and chemistry and all that stuff. That was after the First World War, and that's how Germany, filled its coffers to do the Second World War. So
Sons of bitches.
yeah, yeah.
Hold on, I gotta say this. I'm sorry, man. We love our Native Americans, man. They are Americans. All
No, they're
right.
they're natives. Don't
To
tell
this
them.
goddamn land.
Yeah,
No,
yeah,
they're American. I see them as Americans. They're part of our history.
yeah,
And it's weird. I look at my history in America as like they're our ancestors, and so are the Europeans too that colonized this motherfucker. They're both our fucking.
yeah.
It's a unique fucking country that we live in,
Well,
man. It's a unique
there's a few people.
society.
There's people I want to talk to a lot, and
Even though we mistreated them, but
it's the Lithuanians. The
the
Lithuanians.
Lithuanians, what the fuck
Yeah,
they got to do with this?
no, the Lithuanians are an old Polish empire, and they came to America at one point. I
Fuck.
just don't know why and under what context. I know one
What's that
Lithuanian.
fucking neighborhood out there in Brooklyn?
What?
What's that neighborhood? Oh, I'll find it.
Yeah,
Brighton Beach. There's motherfuckers out in Brighton Beach out there. Little Odessa.
Coney Island.
Fucking, I guess so. Yeah, these motherfuckers, man.
Yeah,
Took over the whole neighborhood for years.
Yeah, I like them. Oh, and I saw a lot of them in Florida.
You went to Florida, boy? Where'd you go? You went to Orlando to go to Disney?
Hallandale. Hallandale.
Hollandale?
Hallandale.
Oh, you was chilling,
I
huh?
was on a holiday in Hallandale.
Yeah, you guys call it holiday. We
Yeah.
call it vacation, man. We got holidays, but they rare.
Huh?
We got holidays and vacations. You just got holidays.
Yeah. Well, um, yeah. No,
Yeah.
I'm thinking of going back. Like, I have 2 classes left to finish up this law program I started.
Law.
Yeah, law school. I have a certificate in law. It's like the first year of law.
Son of a
Two
bitch.
classes left. I'm gonna finish them up next semester.
What kind of law?
No, it's just general law. The 2 classes I'm taking is family law and
Oh, Jesus.
droit des biens. How do you translate droit? It's all about earnings and equity and all that stuff.
Son of a bitch.
Yeah.
So you're gonna be like a tax lawyer? Is that what you're talking
No,
about?
no, I'm just gonna help out the people around me. With advice and whatever. And if ever I do need to have to if ever somebody in my family or in my friends or anybody needs to go to court, and I'll tell them, well, I'll give them a heads up on what they can and can't do. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Voilà.
Um, son of a bitch. Son of a bitch.
Yeah.
So lawyers make good money, man. That's a good profession, man.
Well, I'm
Just
not
don't
going to
grow
be
a
a lawyer.
ponytail. If you grow a ponytail, then there's a problem.
Yeah.
In
What
our
do you
in
think?
our country, they
Yeah.
got the ones with the ponytails. They're fucking wheelers and dealers, man. Fucking low life, fucking public defenders walking around.
Yeah.
Fucking, they don't give a shit about you. Just another face, man. They don't give a shit.
Yeah.
Judge throws something at you, you gonna take it, man.
Yeah.
You gonna do a 3 to 6, and you fucked.
All
Three to
right.
five.
Yeah. No, I don't know. And then I wanted to do a certificate in accounting because
Oh shit.
for tax purpose. No, I have nothing to do with my time, Gunsmoke. I can do a
These are good professions to learn and get certificates in and
yeah, get
degrees.
certificate. It's a year's program. Over here, education is not the same price as in the States. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
we can't do shit over here. You gotta
No,
fucking
no, you're gonna
chop
get.
off your fucking arm to give.
Yeah, you're gonna get in. I knew of somebody in the States. They told me we finished our school. We're 200 grand in debt. We bought a house. We're 500 grand. And it ends
Yeah,
up they were 30 years old and 700 grand in debt. But this was back in 2003. You know,
damn.
so now I don't know how they're holding up. But think about it that way. Think about it in the sense that they had no money down. They hadn't.
Yeah.
They hardly had a job, an entry level position, and they had to pay that much money. So
Son of a bitch. That's over $1 million with inflation now. And this
yeah,
motherfucker.
yeah,
It's probably
and
1.4 million right now.
and plus they got to pay, and then they got to put money aside to put their kids through college and whatnot.
Some
So
people can't handle it, man. When they get into debt like that, they
it's a lot of dough, Gunsmoke. It's a lot of. I mean, think about it
yeah.
this way: how much does an average person make? Maximum, an average person who's living comfortable over the average, not the average worker. I would say the average worker that's educated makes what 60 grand a year. That can't pay much,
No.
you know.
They say the
So
medium income over here is like 70,000.
voila, the math doesn't add up. And
Yeah.
plus, look at the price of whatever, and the price of life. Everything increased in everything. Really, everything just went up. Very high.
Yeah, well, the wages never kept up with fucking inflation,
No, and
at least for the past fucking
voila,
30 years.
voila, and I don't know. I don't know how they do. That's why I don't want no kids. I don't want to have a wife and kids. I don't want it.
Yeah.
I don't want it. I really. I mean, I could make it out, but eventually,
Can only imagine how much diapers are now.
yeah, diapers, clothing, private. And if I have kids, I want to put them through private school, because I have education. And
Yeah.
no. Well, it's tough. and people don't see further than what's in front of them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They'll give you an idea. They'll say, "Well, I want this now," or "I want this pronto," and they don't know what the consequence of that is. They don't know that eventually there's this or that. Oh, who's this? Tony? No.
The man, the myth, the legend. Tony Buick, live from Australia.
Yeah, you scoundrel!
You bloody bastard!
Yeah.
I just got in the house, man. I've been busy. I've been busy all
Nah,
over.
man,
the
they
place.
said you was over there
I
watching
was
the Angel
surprised
Batty
you're
show,
still
man.
on.
Yeah, no, we trying to survive the ghetto, man. Shouts to Root Irish. Shout outs to my man DL, keeping the memberships
Hey.
alive.
Oh, what's going on over there?
Nothing.
He's spreading communist propaganda again. This guy
Again.
and he didn't want to talk about space aliens. He said he don't believe, man.
No.
Yeah? Who, Yohan?
Yeah,
No.
we tried to
Nothing
talk
wrong
space
with-
aliens. He kept
Nothing
talking about
wrong
world
with a bit of
affairs.
social.
Aliens
Social
drive
cohesion?
Buicks. What?
Huh?
Nothing wrong with a bit of social cohesion.
Cohesion. Yeah. No, he's trying to coerce people to join his communist propaganda.
You need to read a few more books, Gunsmoke.
I don't want to read Stalin.
Well, put it this way.
Yeah.
Are you happy when you see billionaires pay the smallest amount of tax, but the working girl and boy that works at McDonald's or Walmart, they get taxed the hell out of them? Are you happy for that?
No, of course not. And that's been going on a long time.
No,
Since
you
the
should be
beginning.
on the side. You should be on the side of the average Joe and Sally.
But then that's look, they definitely should be taxed more. But if they're gonna be fucking little bitches about it and fucking start firing everybody and closing down shop or whatever just to save themselves a few bucks because they're cocksuckers, that fucks up society too. You don't want to shake up the system too much because they're already used to the status quo. Status quo's been going on since fucking 1909 when John Schneider invented Schneider's pretzels.
Yeah, but
Ever notice how when you have a company, there's only one guy who works the hardest, and most people do social talking, and the guy who works the hardest ends up getting fired, and the rest of the people, all they do is yap all the time.
You ain't nothing but another number in the HR department, boy. They don't give a shit about you.
What
You're replaceable and fucking expendable.
Yeah. Well, I got a good example. I was listening to you as I was driving around the city.
Yeah.
I was listening to you, Gunsmoke. You're talking about how pizza is not made the way the Italians used to make it because you got too many Mexicans doing it.
I didn't put it that way, though. You're putting it in a fucking rough way.
Putting words in your mouth?
Yeah.
Well, hang on. You can't.
You gotta say allegedly. Maybe I didn't say that shit the way you put it there. With that emphasis.
You can't have it both ways.
Hold on, I'm gonna get a water bottle.
I put it in a more eloquent way. I said a guy named, Alejandro ain't making sauce like fucking Carmine did.
Yeah, but Alejandro is there because the owner of the pizza bar or the pizza restaurant is usually Italians, right?
Yeah.
The owners are.
Or Albania.
Yeah, because they can't find the Italian Giovanni or the Italian Sal to come and work.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah,
they
fucking gone.
To work.
They're gone. The generations moved on, man. Generations moved on.
That's right. Okay.
Every generation got watered down.
Yeah.
That's called social mobility, but that happens with many generations later on. But there's always a Italian Joey or a Sal that's doing nothing. He's smoking weed and he doesn't want to do the sauce making. So you can't blame the Mexican. The Mexican
I'm not blaming him. I'm just saying it tastes like shit most of the time.
Well, it sounded like it 1 hour ago. You were saying Alejandro can't make pizza sauce.
No, he can't. It's shit. It's either too sweet or too fucking. There's nothing there.
Yeah, but that's the instructions he's getting. That's the instructions.
No.
Isn't that the instructions of the Italian owner? Do you think Alejandro makes up the sauce himself, he'll be fired if he did.
No. They make it whatever. They push that shit out. They ain't got fucking time for that shit.
Okay.
Only
okay.
certain guys, certain owners take pride in their fucking food. Some guys are just shoveling shit out there, man. And there's a lot. I mean, a
fair
fucking
enough.
pizzeria comes a dime a dozen, man. These cocksuckers, they'll feed you shit with a smile and fucking overcharge you, and you fucking got ripped off.
Pizza slices are like $10 now. Before they were 50 cents.
Pizza's big money, man. Ripping motherfuckers.
Pizza's big money here. You can ask Dwayno. We call them pizza bars. The privately owned, like mum and dad type of, which the pizzas taste better than the corporation pizzas like Domino's or Pizza Hut. They're like production, like they taste like cardboard, if you ask me. And it's not. Yeah, and it's not even cooked in a proper oven. The ovens they've got to keep up with the they put quantity over quality. And have you noticed there's no coals? It's not a wood oven pizza. It's more like a chain, like a production line. Well, no wonder they don't have taste. But the mum and dad pizza bars that we call pizza bars here, they taste fantastic. But the problem is to get a large, they're $20 over, they're $20 and above. To get a family size, you need $35.
$35 will be over the wall. $35 will be.
Now they're big into frozen pizzas. You buy your frozen pizzas for like $3.
You got a problem with DiGiorno? You ever had DiGiorno?
Never had. No. We don't have that. You don't have that.
But you don't have that.
I mean, you know what I do?
You ever tried our sausages?
You know what I do, Tony? I buy frozen pizza and I put sausage on it and peppers, and then
good idea.
Good idea. You put one sausage in there. You put your peppers. You freeze your sausages.
What color is the pepper?
And then you have a filling meal. You can go to the gym afterwards. You can work out. You can do whatever you want.
Yeah, that's a good idea. I've done that as well. If I want something quick.
And you
add your own salami, you add your own extra mozzarella cheese on.
Yeah. And then you put the kangaroo minced meat on that motherfucker.
Yeah, Dwayne. See, a large pizza here at a private pizza bar, which has got the best taste, they're $25. I'm talking large.
Yeah, bitch.
Families are $35, and party, we got the party size. They call it party size. They're $45. I mean, no wonder people can't afford pizzas. They got to go to the Pizza Hut production line, Domino's, pay $10 to $13. But they haven't got the same taste.
No. Yeah.
And we don't have Mexicans making them either, so we can't blame the Mexicans over here.
No, but there's one thing about economics I know for a fact is true. It's not the price you sell it; it's the amount you sell. However, with the price of real estate going up so much, there's not so much you can make out of a locale. The price is so expensive. Your overhead is way too expensive. And in order for you to sell the right amount, you need to increase your prices. That's what's been told through word of mouth to every single owner nowadays. But I'm saying, think about it this way. I don't know if you know these stores, but what stores sell the most clothes? TJ Maxx, Burlington Court Factory, Marshalls, and Ross Dress for Less.
Y'all got all that, huh?
And they're cheap. No, you guys have it.
Yeah.
They're cheap, okay? They're cheap in prices, and that's where everybody buys their clothes. Nobody buys their clothes at expensive stores anymore, unless you want to buy a Louis Vuitton, but you buy one of those every once in a while, and you buy them at discounted or whatever, or used or whatever, Or
a lot of places are complaining about that.
Yeah, in other words, no designer clothing at designer stores anymore.
No,
that's for the rich.
No. They're leaving China too now. Hugo Boss. I just read yesterday, all those like Hugo Boss, some other places, they're fucking closing up shop over there.
Yeah,
the people ain't buying shit over there.
No, yeah,
all that fancy shit.
Yeah, and when you think about it, then I've heard a rich person, somebody talk about the rich on the computer. They said, well, rich people don't buy clothes with logos on it anymore. They buy the clothes with the tags, but they'll just say Hugo Boss on the tag in the rear. and you won't see any boss or whatever, Cavalli or what's his name, Xenia or whatever on the
Dior
clothes.
or some shit.
Yeah, or Dior or whatever. They'll just have the clothes, but they won't have the brand that's written in big or in large. If you get my drift.
Motherfuckers getting killed over that shit now. That's
Yeah,
why.
Yeah.
People had enough
Yeah.
out there, man. People been
Yeah.
struggling for years, thugging in the ghetto, man.
Yeah,
They want what's theirs now. They taking shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
No, yeah,
Yeah.
society went to shit,
I heard
man.
this.
Huh?
I heard there was an earthquake. I was on my radio news in the car. An earthquake in the Pacific.
somebody peed in the
In
ocean.
Russia.
Yeah, near Russia and Japan.
Near Russia and Japan. Whoa.
So what do you think about that, Tony?
And if it's like the Boxing Day 2004, that was an earthquake, and then hours later, so we're talking could happen soon. Massive tsunamis came up after the undersea earthquake. So I don't know if it's happening now as we speak.
I think
or
it's
could
happening
happen
as we
even-
speak.
or in a couple of hours' time. If a day passes, then it should be all right. You won't get big
Yeah.
tsunamis.
But
But they said this one was one of the biggest in history ever recorded.
will this be a Fukushima or not?
Yeah, that was the one in Japan.
The 2011 or whatever.
Yeah, that was that was after the 2004. 2004 was the one that hit Thailand, Indonesia, Sri Lanka, all in that Southeast Asia.
That was 2004, December. I remember that.
The Japan was 2011.
Mm.
Yeah, so that was a big one as well.
Yeah,
So
Son of a bitch.
yeah. So
Yeah.
sometimes, not always, they go hand in hand. Now, I haven't heard of any tsunamis yet. I'll keep following the news.
If this shit hits California, that would be fucking crazy, man. Or anywhere in America.
I heard there was
Besides
something
Hawaii.
in Hawaii you said earlier.
Yeah.
No, they said that alerting. They're putting Hawaii on alert, but nothing yet has
I
happened.
don't understand how they can't see it.
Okay.
Wouldn't it be already happening? The wave would already be
Well,
building.
it could happen even 6 hours later, up to 6 hours later.
That's how deep the ocean is, huh? Son of a bitch.
Yeah, that's how long it can take for.
Then they're gonna have
depends,
aftershocks after that too.
Sometimes they go hand in hand, but not necessarily always. But
Yeah.
are you smoking your weed there, Yohan?
I don't smoke weed, Tony. I
Oh.
don't smoke weed. I smoke cigarettes and I have coffee and Coca-Cola. Those are my drugs of choice.
What are you smoking?
Yeah,
Parliament
I'm
Lights?
having a Coca-Cola
No, I
right
smoke
now.
Indian cigarettes. They're
Oh, nice.
yeah.
Yes,
what
we love
is
the
that?
Indians.
Coca-Cola. Oh, I'm jealous.
We love the Indians.
Yeah.
What the
Yeah,
fuck is
I
that? Oh, we're getting real sugar cane back in our soda, man. Soda's been tasting like shit for the past fucking 10, 15 years. Now we're getting real sugar cane thanks to our president. Now we're going to have real Coca-Cola again.
Yeah.
The way it's meant to be.
Yeah.
These other assholes get to have
Tony,
real
I was
Coca-Cola.
gonna eventually. I'm building up a case to bring forth to you at one point about Islam and Indians and Persians and the Middle East, and but I'm building it up. So I'm going to talk to a lot of people that I meet around because I haven't read up books about it. The only book I have is the history of Morocco with French colonization.
Oh,
So
man.
I'll have to ask questions around me and build up some information. So
You got the wrong type of
with
education.
with what I wanted to talk about
So,
regarding.
in other words, you want to build up a case and put me in the dock.
You're going to jail, boy.
You're gonna put me on trial and hit me with the case. And what
It's
have you
hard
got
and
to say
feathered.
for this? What have you got to say for that? Oh, Yohan, you're a cunning son of a bitch.
You bloody bastard. Drawing a quarter.
He's trying to what's it called? He's trying to give me a knockout punch in the ring.
Go
I'm
down,
gonna try
Tony.
and duck. Yeah, he's building up a case. That sounds ominous.
You're going fucking down.
Yeah.
Oh, you're a laugh. But yeah, what time have you got there? Must be 2 a.m. if it's 3:30 here.
1 minute to 2.
Yeah.
Wow, I've got 3:30 in the afternoon.
How the fuck you
here.
got 3:30? Your time is off. How the fuck
No,
are you?
I told you I when I was in Philippines, which is an hour and a half behind my time,
Where's the
I
half
was
coming?
exactly 12 hours in front of you. But
Yeah.
now I've returned to my state in Australia. I'm an extra hour and a half in front of the 12 hours. Dwayne is 2 hours, so he'd be 12 hours in front of you now. No, 14 hours.
14.
I'm 13 and a half hours in front of you. So I'm
So-
more or less
How
half
come
a
you have
day.
the half hour in front?
Huh?
How come you get a half hour in
Yeah,
front?
what's up with the half
I'm a
hour?
half hour difference from the rest of Australia,
Really?
and there's another state that's even more behind.
He's in the
Alright.
fucking Twilight Zone. That's why he's in fucking
Alright.
Bermuda over there.
Yeah, I know it's weird, but it is over here. It's
You fucking
yeah.
bite
So
me, baby.
in put it this way, in New South Wales, Sydney, it's 4 p.m. in the afternoon. I'm 3:30.
Shit.
Yeah, and
Now
use a 2 a.m.
2
Use
a.m.
a
2 a.m.
use a Wednesday morning now, right? Yeah.
Voila. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm heading to the end of Wednesday, so more or less, yeah. It's weird, but that's time zones.
What time is it in Japan?
Japan would be, I think, 2 p.m. A bit like Philippine time, yeah. So
D'accord.
that would be 2 p.m. 12 hours in front of you.
It's 3:01 p.m. over there.
Okay,
3:01.
so they're 13 hours in front of
That's
you.
Tokyo.
3:01, yeah. So,
Tony, did you hear about New
Cool.
Caledonia wanting to separate from France around where you guys are?
yeah, that's where Noumea, the capital's Noumea.
Noumea. Yeah.
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 It's one of France's last Pacific area colonies.
There's
New
Tahiti.
Caledonia. Yeah. No, but I've heard they want to stay with France. They had a referendum, but they want to stay with
No,
France.
Macron's fucking shit up over there, man. He's
Macron
gonna end up
wants-
getting France in trouble, man, because now they're gonna recognize Palestine and shit.
Gunsmoke. Macron is on fire nowadays.
No.
No, he's on
Yeah, but
fire.
that's
I don't
got-
And he's
know.
going
That's
after
my-
Candace
I don't know-
Owens
I don't know
now.
what's going on with him. He's going like he's everywhere. And the people in France do not.
He just got
They don't
slapped
like
in the
him.
face by his wife. You didn't see
I
that?
know, bro. I know. Yeah, it's it. And his wife is his French teacher.
Who's like
And
30
he got-
years older than him.
Voila, yeah.
Macron get slapped by his husband in a dress?
Exactly. And now they're putting Candace Owens on trial over that shit.
Yeah.
She's
Yeah.
getting sued, man.
Yeah.
Candace Owens had a big expose about that shit, man. That shit is true, man. It looks
Yeah.
like it.
I mean, hey, listen, do you really believe? I mean, Candace Owens has got to be either the smartest commentator or the dumbest. I mean, to me, that's an
She's
old
a little
lady.
wacky
I
sometimes.
can't. I don't know what all this bullshit. She was born a man. I just see it as an old lady. That it's more weird that Macron got married to an old lady than he got married to a
His
woman
teacher.
who was a man.
Maybe he's on some George Michael stuff. I don't know.
Yeah,
You know,
I
there's
don't know. But,
One more chance, or I can't remember what it's called about the teacher. You know.
I think he's on a downward spiral, man. Macron's acting out. He's already talking shit to the European Union for making this fucking deal with Trump. He's saying it's a one-sided deal and he's going to do this, he's going to do that. You better fucking sit the
yeah,
fuck
but
down.
I don't know what the big hell Candace Owens keeps going on and on about Macron's wife. What's the big deal?
No,
Now
because
she's
Macron's
got
an
a
asshole.
lawsuit. Now
No,
she's got a lawsuit.
You know
She's got
what
a
I-
lawsuit.
You know what I don't like, Tony? I don't like when people get into your personal life or they talk about
Yeah.
women. You know,
That's
that is
politics.
a low
Yeah.
blow, bro. It's disgraceful and it's a low class.
She
Yeah.
says stupid shit sometimes.
Yeah.
So I don't know
Good
what
day,
to think
Carlos.
about it.
Just saw your comment. Yeah.
Shout out to
No,
Carlos,
I don't
man.
know why Candace Owens has to. Now she's got a lawsuit. I don't know if has it been
Jay Daniels.
served or is it just rumors, threats?
About what?
I heard that Macron is going to serve a lawsuit to Candace Owens.
Yes, he's suing her.
Ah,
Has
okay,
it
Yeah.
been-
okay.
Has it been served or is
I
it
think
just,
so. I don't know.
just threats yet?
I think they're serving it. Yeah, that's it, man. It's a done deal.
Yeah.
Fuck knows. I don't know. Why would she need that lawsuit? Because that could be, it could be a potential Gorka.
She put out like a fucking 4-part miniseries on it.
No, it's just Catherine II would have a lot of husbands and whatever, but back in the kings and queens, the kings and the monarchy eras, there wasn't none of that. Getting into your family affair business. Don't mess with it. If you guys want to talk about your wives or your girlfriends and this and that and who's your mistress, you do it under your own terms. And there's also something I learned about politics, Tony, and quote me if I'm wrong. A political country cannot come into your own country and try to dictate on you what to do. You have sovereignty. You have sovereignty.
That's called sovereignty.
Bullshit.
Yeah.
We had wide open borders for fucking 4 years.
And and Candace Owens is talking about a president's wife. You have a sovereignty, and your country is sovereign, and you're talking about a president's wife. How low can you go?
Yeah, well, listen, didn't that happen to Gorka? I mean, this could potentially bankrupt Candace Owens if she pushes it, because you're taking on a president of a state which has got unlimited resources to throw at the lawsuit. Well, remember what happened to Gorka with that Hulk Hogan? Gorka disappeared off the map. It got bankrupted because of $120 million.
Yeah. It's called attempt to your personal. I know it in French. It's attempt to your personal image. It's
Candace Owens has been saying this for like 2 years now. You would think you say it once, say it for about a month, and then drop the whole conversation.
But Macron's always in the news
There's
talking
no
shit.
need to repeat it for 2 years.
They're on Macron's case. They're on him nonstop, and I don't know what they like. They're
keeps making stupid decisions.
Europe through Macron. They're driving him nuts. And because the thing with Macron is he lost his base in France, one. Good. And two, he's trying to broaden his reach to the rest of the world so that he can maintain leadership in France. But he's not failing at that. But they're harassing him, or he's harassing them. Because also Macron wanted to go to war against Russia for Ukraine. Did you know about that?
Bullshit.
Yeah.
Russia, France ain't going to war for nobody.
He wanted to go to war against Russia. The nut.
Bullshit.
Yeah.
But that was more saber rattling.
Yeah.
He wouldn't dare alone.
Yeah.
Don't forget, we have nuclear weapons.
Weapon! Nuclear weapon! S'il vous plaît! S'il vous plaît!
S'il vous plaît!
S'il vous plaît!
Merci beaucoup.
Merci beaucoup!
Frère Jacques.
Lift up your skirt and pull down your panty!
Pepe le pied. Lift up your skirt, Pepe le pied.
I think there was a poll done. The Frenchmen are the most what's it call it? They love foreplay. They're the most dirtiest mind I heard is the Frenchman.
Yeah.
Is that true? Is that true, Yohan?
Yeah. We always tell each other dirty jokes amongst ourselves.
They've been doing that for hundreds of years, man.
Yeah, even when they're ready to make love to a woman, they love being like, they call her, they call each other, both men and women back and forth. Madame. They call each other, real bad words.
You bloody bitch.
It fires the oven up.
We have a tendency of doing that, but I wouldn't go to that extent. I wouldn't, that's a little bit exaggerated. But when we talk amongst ourselves, amongst guys and with girls, like let's say we're at a dinner table and we're a bunch of guys and a bunch of girls, we'll say dirty jokes all night.
I heard it, and that goes for French women as
just
well.
hanging out with
We're not generalizing.
No. Of course not.
But French women, they love to talk dirty before they start anything.
Real dirty.
Yeah.
I don't know.
And it's not a question of promiscuity. It's not. It's just It's just we're and
Who is?
honestly, guys, I
Yeah.
have no idea where that really comes from.
You get that shit from fucking Marie Antoinette and fucking King Louis
No,
the
no.
15th.
You think so?
Yeah,
No,
you get it
no,
from
not
those
Marie
asses.
Antoinette.
They were doing that shit back then, having orgies and shit, hairy pussies,
Yeah.
fucking,
Well, back
everything all over the place.
but back in the 80s, French women had hair under their armpits. Now
That
it's
too, they were big on that too.
yeah.
I don't know what the fuck they would do. They still do that
Well,
shit.
well, if you think about it,
hipsters,
even the sexual clothing like lingerie, that's French words. Corset,
Lingerie.
all these were French inventions.
What?
What do we call it? Sex stores. That was French inventions. All these type of things. Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah. So that proves the point. Yeah.
Yeah. But no, well, we kind of think about it this way. When I was young, when I was a kid, I would listen to songs about. There was a singer called Pierre Perret, and he used to sing a song about penises.
Yeah.
And we used to listen to that when we were 5 years old, and we would dance around the carpet singing song about the priest has a big penis and the plumber has a big butt, and that's what we were singing about.
You sick bastard. So what is that song Frère Jacques bullshit? What's that mean? Fucking dog.
Frère Jacques, dormez-vous. That means you're sleeping.
I should have skipped the.
Frère Jacques is a song about a priest. Frère Jacques, brother Jack, you're sleeping. Sonner les matines means ring the bells, ring the the church bells.
Yeah,
ring the church bells.
I remember something about a church bell, or maybe a blimp or something.
No,
hot air balloon, maybe. Oh, the French came up with the first hot air balloon. They were the first to take flight. These sons of bitches.
Yeah. And they wrote a book. I don't know if you guys had it in America or in Australia. You know Jules Verne?
Jules Verne, I heard
around the world in 80 days.
Yeah. And what about the famous the first film of the moon with the Méliès brothers? The Méliès brothers.
Yeah.
With a little, remember the first with a big white moon face.
I've never seen it, but I've seen the. I don't. This is different. But I've seen. Remember the Smashing Pumpkins video tonight?
Of course. I just thought about that. That fucking moon face. I hate that moon face. It's scary from the 1920s silent film shit.
Yeah.
What about it?
No. That's the video he's talking about. Tony's talking about.
Hey, Gunsmoke, listen. Gunsmoke, sorry to just throw a spanner in the works. Because I'm a member, right? Over the weekend, I saw some of your programs that happened 11 months ago, a year ago. Some of them were 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Anyway, I saw one, and I just started by accident. I pressed it. It was with BK Shaolin 11 months ago. What the hell happened on that night?
Oh, that was a classic.
That was a classic. I watched the whole thing.
That was an epic show. Yeah.
It started off with Santini boxing BK Shaolin. Then Santini took off. BK was threatening him. And then I know BK, I never knew of him this fucking in detail. I just knew of him over the course of a year, a little bit in Angels Chat. And I thought, oh, well, he's a tough guy, but he's a nice man. But after seeing that show, I said, fuck me dead. He went on to Santini. Santini had to pack up his bike. He took off. He threatened, I'll meet you. Meet me somewhere. Meet me. Anyway, so Santini did the right thing. He took off. Then it was Fish came in. I think he had a few drinks.
Yeah.
Fish was going toe to toe for about 45 minutes. Then Fish dropped off. Then he went on to you. Fucking BK Shaolin was sporting for a fight that night. He was fucking saying something. And in the end, thank God, you both shake hands and you said to him, BK, I need you every Tuesday, come on my show. And he would say, fuck you.
Yeah.
Oh, mate.
That was a classic episode.
That was a classic. Yeah.
2 years ago, I wasn't watching Gunsmoke. I was watching
How dare you?
What's her name? Angel Gotti. I used to
Oh,
watch Angel Gotti a lot. But there were I used to watch her a lot, and I liked it when Lee Cole was. I know some people don't like Lee Cole,
yeah.
but
Oh,
I
you
liked
like
Lee
Lee, huh?
Cole.
You
But
like
then,
what Lee did? Yeah.
huh?
You
No, I
like
didn't.
what Lee did?
I didn't follow.
Yeah.
Common sense, and you tried to tell me what happened amongst between them, but I still didn't, quite, understand it because I didn't watch the shows and I didn't watch the reruns either. Not the reruns. So I have no
Yeah.
idea.
Yeah.
Lee Cole's pretty witty. He's been busy last few days with the death of Hulk Hogan. He's got some good numbers there. But yeah, that night 11 months ago, I saw BK shouting on your show when I first came on.
Oh yeah.
I think the last time I saw him was about 3 weeks ago. He was in the chat, not on the panel. How come he doesn't come on the panel anymore, Gunsmoke?
I don't know.
It must be working.
We have a troubled history, and I guess he just feels
Okay.
the type of way. I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
he
always
doesn't.
welcomed him here. I tried, but
Yeah,
I guess he
I mean,
doesn't fit
he
in around
seems
here.
reasonable when he's got on his good days, but
Yeah,
then if you catch him on a bad day, like I
which
caught
is
him
every
that
day.
night when
Yeah.
I watched it 2 days ago, man, he was in a bad mood. Everything bothered him, and I
Yeah, I
found
don't
it
think
as a
you know
nice.
him too well. Yeah, if you're more for that's a regular thing, or at least it used to be.
Yeah.
Not
Yeah.
anymore, but
He looks like, I don't know how old is he. I
I
think
think
he
he's
said he's
changed now.
39, so he must be 40 now.
Well,
I think yeah.
I stopped watching. I used to watch Lee Cole when he did the show with James Proctor about the mob, and then as soon as he
Oh, boy.
dropped off that show and started doing wrestling with the devil, I didn't want to follow wrestling. I don't want to hear the wrestling stuff anymore.
Oh, you hear that,
Yeah,
Lee?
the wrestling
I don't
is
want to hear
you
about
got
it.
either like it or you don't. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you don't give a shit
I
about
like
Hulk
wrestling.
Hogan, huh?
No, I do, but
Son of a
I'm
bitch.
saddened by his death. When I was a kid, I used to, turn on the channel and watch
Yeah.
Hulk Hogan and
Everybody
Andre the
did,
Giant and Macho Man Randy Savage and Ultimate
Yeah, Randy
Warrior and all
Savage
them
shit.
guys.
Oh yeah. Remember that
Yeah,
shit? Yeah.
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 But as you like some no, there's a few the people that are. I mean, it's not like if I tune on to wrestling nowadays, but the thing with Hulk Hogan was the last time I heard I used to watch him was when his daughter was on the show. She was like smoking hot, and then he had a porn video and all that stuff. So that just kind of tainted.
Oh yeah, I forgot about
him.
that.
Yeah,
I was like,
that was to me. Yeah.
and
It
I was like,
ruins someone's legacy, especially.
He did. It's
Yeah,
hard.
yeah.
It did. But
Yeah.
apparently that was
Yeah.
not his fault. He just
No.
thought he was having a quiet night, having
he got set up.
sex with someone. He
Yeah.
never came up with the
Well,
idea
not
to
someone,
release it.
not just someone. He was banging
Yeah,
his friend's wife.
his friends. Yeah, but Bubba, something I've just learned.
Bubba the Love Sponge.
Bubba's, yeah. But I mean, he
Bubba
never
the
knew it
Love
was getting.
Sponge.
Yeah, he never knew it was getting filmed. He didn't know it was going to get released. He just thought, he was having a quiet night and having making love to a woman. So I cut him slack, but it's different if
He
he knows
successfully sued too.
Yeah, it's different if he's the one filming it and then he wants it to get out there. That is just dirty and just really. That's just
It's
very cheap,
nasty.
cheap,
Law.
Yeah,
it's
nasty.
fucking it's
Yeah.
fucked up.
Yeah. Well, that's
Yohan,
Yeah.
I grew up. I'm 58, and I actually saw Andre the Giant live.
no.
They used to come in the 70s. I'm talking
Yeah.
before the 80s started, and Andre the Giant after that was exclusively for the American market, especially with the Vince McMahon family. After that, you never saw Andre Giant come to Australia. But 1977, 76, 77, 78, he used to come regularly, like once a year, and fight in our city auditoriums, where they would hold 20,000 people, and he used to wrestle. And same with that Brody, Bruiser Brody. I'll never forget Bruiser Brody. I've seen him live.
Bruiser Brody.
But Andre the Giant I saw a documentary in France, and you being French, he was known as Jean Ferry. Jean Ferry.
Jean-Philippe.
Jean Ferry.
Ferry. No, Ferry.
Jean Ferry. That sounds like an Italian name, Jean Ferry.
No, that was something. Well, a Latin way of
Jean
like,
Ferry. Oh
John.
no! There was a famous.
Like they knew him as John the Forest, the woodcutter, the
There was
woodcutter,
the
like
woodpecker.
forest.
There's
Yeah.
there's a famous French diplomat who went to Indochina who tried to do the schools for them. His name was Jules Ferry.
Woody
Yeah,
the woodpecker.
okay. Yeah.
Jules
Well,
Ferry. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Woody
Andre the John,
woodpecker.
before he became known as Andre the John in France, they knew him as Jean Ferry.
Wow.
Jean Ferry.
They had to change
Yeah.
that name real quick, boy.
No,
Yeah,
Andre the
yeah.
Giant was actually Quebecer.
Oh, he's from Quebec, that motherfucker?
Yeah, he's from Quebec.
Fuck was they eating up there,
He
man?
wasn't French. He was a Quebecer.
The
But
fuck?
his name
Who?
could have been Jean Ferry. No, that's true. That's true.
The motherfucker was
No,
eating
no,
bison
Andre
and
the
shit.
John. You mean Andre the Giant was a Quebecer?
He was a
he was a
Quebecer. Yes, he was.
Quebec- boy.
No. Listen, well, I'll have to.
I'm trying to listen.
Yeah,
He's a Quebecian.
No. Andre the Giant was born in France, lived all his life in France, and his father was a Bulgarian. His
Ah, bon.
mother was a French. His father came to France
He
in the
loves this
1920s or
Slavic
30s,
propaganda.
and he was from Bulgaria in the Balkans. You can Google search
Another
where
fun
Andre
fact for
the
the
Giant's
Balkans.
father came from.
I'll
From
check him out.
Bulgaria.
I'll
Yeah.
check him out.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he doesn't.
Check him out.
He has the face of a. He has the face of a.
Face of
A
a dog.
Slav, a big
Gunsmoke was
Slav.
bringing up aliens and whatnot. And he
Yeah.
had the face of a.
Who, Proctor?
Andre the Giant had the face.
Oh,
His teeth,
yeah.
his mouth, his jaw. It was.
Oh, he's a giant, man.
Well, yeah, totally.
Yeah,
He
he
was
was a
Neanderthal.
freak. He was a freak. He had that agromegaly, which is called
Easy now.
megaly's big, a big face. You know, I don't know how they call
Big
it.
face, boy.
A big head. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's
I got
it's
a
a
big
growth.
head too,
It's
man.
a
It's a growth
tumor.
disorder. Yeah.
Yeah, a growth disorder. It starts with a tumor, and they just keep
I
growing
got
and
stunted
growing.
growth.
Ah bon.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Ah bon.
Ah bon.
and he died. He died sadly. He died sadly, age 46 in France.
46.
Ironically. Yeah,
No, what-
46.
I have a
Eating
question.
snails and
Did-
shit.
I heard this. I don't know whether it's true or not. They said people that are very tall have distorted equilibrium at one point.
The body don't
They
flow
can't
right.
They can't stand up for a long time after
The
a while.
heart can't pump all that blood to the
Voila.
fucking limbs.
Also, yeah. So, voila. Yeah, you're right. You're right, Smoke.
It's got to pump harder to fucking get that shit to circulate because you
Men,
your limbs and
men,
shit.
yeah, men, especially men, if they're tall when they're young, very tall, they have problems once they pass 60. They usually all
Bad
need walking
knees.
sticks,
Yeah.
a walking cane.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
But
need
they
that too.
really have bad back problems and walking problems
I
when
got
they
that
get
too.
older. That's tall people. You'd rather be 5'5" and it's easy. Yeah.
Yeah. And there's another thing I found out that in order for you to be taller as a kid, you have to be fed a lot of milk.
Yeah, that goes. That's
yeah.
true.
Yeah.
Get you some of that Similac,
Calcium.
boy.
Huh?
Breast milk
Calcium.
or Similac?
Breast milk or Similac?
Calcium. Yeah.
Calcium.
milk?
What?
Calcium,
Yeah.
boy?
Right.
So from the cow? Cow
From
milk?
Now,
From,
calcium is
calcium,
the vitamin from dairy products.
So yeah, you don't want it from
good,
the tip
it's
or the
good for the
Similac.
bones.
You want the motherfucking
It's
milk
good for the bones.
from the cow, man. So yeah, you gonna give a little baby
Yeah. So
cow milk.
how
boy?
did your day go in the beach? I saw it must have happened while I was sleeping. I saw
Yeah.
it this morning a little bit. You were at the beach.
Yeah,
Yeah. Well, it looked nice, the sand.
it was nice. Yeah, they got nice sand over there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, did you have a good day? Did you go? Who did you
You have
go
a
with?
pastrami sandwich?
I had a chicken salad sandwich,
Ah.
chicken salad wrap,
Oh, yeah.
and then
Sounds nice.
yeah, we sat there, got a nice little tan,
Yeah.
and then we went in the water for a little bit. It was a nice day, man. It's a nice day until somebody fucked up my view. A whole party of fucking 5 coming down right in front of me. Oh, this is a good spot, right in front of the guy, right on top of him. Yeah, that's where we're gonna sit.
So
You
you
see
were
that
watching
part?
the show, they weren't.
Yeah.
Well, were they guys or girls?
They were old ladies, I guess. It was
Ah,
older family.
Your fan club.
Yeah. I gotta sit there now. There goes my view of the fucking shore. Now I gotta look at your fat ass sitting there.
Wrinkled.
Yeah.
Ah, whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey,
Yeah.
another one of those that I heard on that program, that infamous 11-month-old. Am I allowed to talk about it, or is that piss you off?
So what? Talk about what?
The BK Shaolin show 11 months ago.
I got other shows with the same shit. You gotta go back in the
Oh,
library.
well, the one
Go back in the
I have to dig
library.
it up.
Yeah.
I only
You gotta dig
spotted
that
that
shit.
one.
Yeah.
No,
plenty of
but
them.
he mentioned, I think, and you mentioned it with
Oh,
Carmen
no.
S. He during that program he was mentioning. Now, is it all right if I mention it? Or
No.
about was it him who pulled up in front of your house?
Here we go. Yeah, the piece of shit came there with some other guys too.
Fuck, so yeah, because he was sort of like saying, "No,
For
you
no
wouldn't
reason,
come out
too.
and all that." Yeah,
Literally.
yeah,
I
I
literally
couldn't
did not.
believe
I
it.
wasn't even bothering those sick fucks. Somebody else was fucking them up, and they took
Yeah.
it out on me because I'm local.
Took it out on you, yeah.
And then if I go outside,
Yeah.
I go to jail or I fucking, you know.
Well, you did the right thing. You stay inside. That's the last thing you want to do is walk outside unless you're armed to the teeth
'Cause ain't nothing
as a
good
soldier.
gonna come
If,
from
you're,
that. Yeah.
if you're armed to the teeth as a soldier, then you can step out the front door. Otherwise, stay inside. Best advice.
Yeah.
Well, next time I have to go outside, but
Yeah.
my grandmother's not here no more. But
Tony, you got bagels on the table.
Huh?
You got bagels on the table.
I did a bit of shopping.
Do they have bagels in Australia?
No, yeah, it is like a bagels, but they don't come called as bagels.
Ah, okay.
They're just they're called sesame seed bun rolls, yeah.
Sesame
yeah, more or less they are bagels, yeah.
Sissa.
Yeah,
fucking
yeah.
asshole.
And I've got some soups. I bought some rigatonis. Wait, let me get it. Bought a bit of toothpaste, bit of butter.
Yeah. Oh, with jam and whatever. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man.
I bought a nice sauce for when I make for the wife when she dice a bit of chicken. It's called honey. The brand's Canton. Honey teriyaki chicken sauce.
That looks delicious.
teriyaki,
Yeah,
huh?
that goes good with some nice broccoli.
Look at that shit.
Sliced chicken.
I have a question, Tony. Just tell me if this is too personal. Your wife, does she cook tofu as a Filipino or no?
Yes, sometimes it's mainly a Chinese dish, but it is found because the Filipinos have copied a little bit of everyone's Asian cuisine, or what we call exchanging, so there is tofu there, but
There is tofu.
not but only when they specifically say I want to eat a Chinese style dish. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So, no, because there was one point where I remember when when the whole eating vegetables era, the frenzy came into effect, early 2000s and onwards. A lot of people were eating more vegetables, and tofu just went crazy. There was a crazy amount of people eating tofu everywhere we went, and that really calmed down a lot. But the thing is, tofu's pretty good. I think it has a lot of vitamins or whatever.
Oh yeah.
But I don't see much tofu else. I had tofu yesterday. I had a hot and sour soup, but I don't see tofu as much as I.
Did you get the bento box, boy?
There was like a concentrated time where a lot of people were eating a lot of tofu, but then now it just doesn't exist. It's not as popular. I don't know why.
Yeah, because it's made out of bean curd,
Bean turd, big turd.
And it does go. I tell you what, if you complement it with the right sauce, it tastes good. But a lot of the Chinese, they eat it in a type of way where for me it's bland. There's no flavor.
Chilean sea bass.
Yeah, I love it with a nice chili sauce. I can eat it.
You know what I did? I took some tofu. I crushed some cornflakes, and I put eggs, and flour and cornflakes on them. I fried them, and I put sweet and sour sauce on it, and I had General Tao tofu.
Yeah, bullshit. I mean, not many people know cornflakes can be a nice complement with Asian cooking. It sounds weird,
Frosted
but Yohan's right. It can be beautiful. It adds an extra element to a dish. It does, yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It really does.
Right. No. I don't eat much tofu because I'm not Asian, and it's basically it's an Asian dish. No, it's an Asian dish. So if I knew about if it was because I eat couscous and lamb and
you eat couscous?
Couscous. Couscous is like Moroccan pasta. It's Moroccan pasta. It's
Moroccan pasta.
Yeah, it is, isn't it?
You eat Rasta pasta, boy?
How do you say semoule in English?
It's called curry.
No, not curry. Not curry, Gunsmoke. Semoule.
Halal.
Samoan? No, not Samoan.
Hello, David Lopez.
Somalian?
No, almost.
Eritrean?
It's semoule is they eat that in Africa and in North Africa. It's
Sudan.
It's a paste made out. I don't know what it's made out. Sorry, it's a lapsus. It's a
guano.
Yeah, Jay Dams. See, I told you, Andre the Giant was born in France and lived most of his life in France until he started going to Japan for his wrestling and then the US. Yeah, he was not a Canadian. No,
he was not a Canadian. I always thought he was a Canadian.
No, you know who were the Canadians? The Bret Hart family, the Hart family, like Bret Hart
and the Rougeau brothers.
Yeah,
the Rougeau brothers.
Yeah,
the Rougeau brothers, Jacques and something
the fuck
else.
What are they doing?
Like the famous Bret Hart was involved in the famous Montreal screw job, which Vince McMahon set it up for him to lose his title. The famous Montreal screw job.
And what was that about? The Montreal screw job?
About Bret Hart getting set up to lose his title because Vince wanted him out of the corporation somehow to slowly send him a message.
Around what era was that in?
I think that was the 90s, early 90s.
Early 90s?
I was watching wrestling then. I was
before
watching
1996.
Then. I guess I was in a child's mind. It completely drifted from my child's mind. I didn't see the importance.
You were at that time in a psychiatric ward somewhere, weren't you?
With you.
Yeah, that's why I recognized you when I saw you. I said you were in 2 beds over from me. We had the same nurse bringing our tablets.
Yeah, she was pretty, wasn't she? She was pretty.
They were tying us down every 11 p.m. They had to tie us down to make sure we don't move around.
Yeah.
Nobody fucking moved.
We had good years in those wards. The doctors were good.
Yeah.
Well, look at us. We're out and about. We're free. Yeah. Somehow we recovered, Yohan.
We have. Yes, we have, but we still have our internal demons and our being told no all the time, and we have all our ambition that's being quieted, and but we smile at life and we do what we have to do, and we have the people we care about and the people that we don't know so well but that we love tremendously.
Yes. Yeah,
You know?
and the secret is we don't mind laughing at ourselves. We don't take ourselves. Of course, we've got we sure have got demons. On
yeah.
a serious side,
Somebody
I
gotta
get
die
a
now.
I get a monthly, once a month dream, which it comes
Go
back,
big, boy.
but that's part of the course. But anyway,
Yeah.
Yeah.
it gets worse when you get older. It doesn't let
Oh
up.
yeah. No, it doesn't, things don't
But
get better.
anyway, this is a fun show today. I don't want to get serious, but yeah.
No, but what's the sorry Gunsmoke, if I'm talking to Tony, but what's the most immigrants you guys have in South in Australia? What's the biggest ethnic groups? What are the biggest ethnic groups?
It used to be until 20 years ago.
Wait,
The biggest ethnic groups were Italians and Greeks, second.
Yeah.
But now, ever since, say, year 2000, especially after
Yeah.
the Sydney Olympics, the Chinese have been coming in big numbers, mainly because Europe doesn't export immigrants anymore. No one was, it wasn't like the 50s or 60s or in the 20s and the 30s.
So-
when all the Italians
Things
and,
are
and
over,
do you
man.
guys
the Jewish immigrants.
and do you guys have a few other languages but English in Australia?
No, the
No,
main
no, okay.
language and
Okay.
the only language official
That's
state
right.
is English.
That's right.
You get a little bit of an indigenous thing, language, Aborigine, but that's about it. But that's not taught, not compulsory. That's just
Yeah.
in their communities. Only English here.
That's
It's not like Canada with Quebec.
Yeah,
I've been to Quebec. I've been to Canada
yeah.
for almost 2 months.
What?
But no, so the main immigrant groups have surpassed the old groups. So the Chinese now are over 1 million. Now we got the Indians who were never here before the last 20 years. Not in numbers. There was always a few, like 3 here, 2 there.
Mashallah.
But now they're over 500,000 now. So they're the two biggest.
Yeah.
Man. So and then you
Okay.
got all the rest, Sudanese.
No, because
You got-
because when I was talking, it's just a parenthesis. I
Me
was
too,
talking
too,
to a Kazakh woman who told me she was Korean origin, and she
Yeah.
told me that in Kazakhstan when she was growing up, they spoke Russian because obviously they were under the USSR. And as soon as Kazakhstan freed itself from the USSR, they learned their Kazakh language and they were teaching it in schools. So they had two main languages with English, the third one.
Yeah.
So
Yes.
the country had more languages that they would speak, and voilà.
Yeah. No, that's true. But don't forget, they were countries that had their languages before the Russians arrived. It's just that during Soviet times, and even before, Russian was like the principal language.
Yeah.
Like the English. It's a bit like English. The rest. Look, there's countries all over the world that speak English, even though it's not a compulsory language to learn.
Yeah.
It's because it's the lingua franca.
Lingua franca. That's what it's called.
Yeah.
Lingua franca. Okay,
Yeah,
it's Latin, no?
So in the Soviet countries that were part of the Soviet Union, that's what Russia became. It became the lingua franca of all those Central Asian countries like Uzbekistan, Kazakhstan, Kyrgyzstan,
Tajikistan,
Turkmenistan,
Kurdistan.
all of them, right up to Mongolia. In Mongolia, Ulaanbaatar,
the capital.
They speak, even their alphabet, it's Cyrillic. Russian Cyrillic.
What do you mean Cyrillic? Russian?
In Mongolia, if you Google search Mongolia,
Wait. Writing, yeah.
Yeah, the alphabet, the way they write, even though they speak their own language, it's Cyrillic. In other words, it's the Russian alphabet for their writing.
I don't believe it.
Yeah, just like in because they never had their own alphabet. Hold
on, Tony, real quick, I got to do something.
Yeah. I can't hear you. You muted yourself.
Where the fuck did he go?
He muted himself. All right, yeah.
No, he said he got to go do something. Where the fuck is he going, man? Son of a bitch.
Maybe he's
I'm
trying
trying to
to
fall
do a
asleep
wee
over
wee.
Oh, yeah, probably that's what he had to do. Yeah.
Yeah.
You got to make some pee wee. Yeah. So you having a good time talking about communism and shit? You having a good time?
Well, I'm not talking about communism.
No, it sounds like it. Dwayne's confused.
I tell you what, Gunsmoke,
Yeah.
I'm really going to pull up at your front door, and believe me, I'm really coming in when I come there.
Yeah.
You can, where the hell did I talk about communism in the last half an hour? I'm talking about other things.
Are you sure?
Sorry.
When you two get together, it sounds like communism.
You love picking on me, don't you there, son? Oh, here he is. Here's Highlights, Uncle. Oh, my God, I better get off. He's really going to
waiting
go
for this
to
guy
town
all
on
night.
me here.
They got real negative earlier,
Highlights.
man.
Yeah. Oh,
God damn it,
mate.
I like. Where were you, man? Got real negative in it over here. We needed you, man. We were about like
Anyway, listen, it's 4 o'clock here.
So what?
Hey, tell Highlights to go on the panel. I want to hear him, even if he doesn't put his face.
You got a better chance of seeing fucking pigs fly.
Come on, Highlights. Get on there, son.
It would be nice, but nah.
Yeah, come on. I mean, what's the big deal? I mean, everyone has a first time. Once you have a first time, the second becomes easy.
Him, it could be Kasparosa. You don't know who the fuck he is. Could be Kasparosa.
Nah, hang on. I've seen them both at the same time and
he's clever like that.
Eh?
He's clever like that.
Really?
Yeah, he's
he said I need my
very
appearance
computer
fee.
literate.
All right, well, you show up and I'll send it in the mail next week for you. How's that sound?
I need my appearance fee, Buick. Oh yeah, this guy wants $500 or something. He said, I forgot.
I'll give him an appearance fee when I rock up his front door. I'll show him the five knuckle fee. Put it that way.
You're gonna fist somebody?
I'll give him a fee. He'll get 5 knuckles.
Yeah. That sounds racist.
And
anyway,
but back to what you were saying, Tony, about Cyrillic writing in Mongolia. Is there in Nepal? Is it also Cyrillic?
In where?
Cyrillic writing in Mongolia.
Not Nepal, huh? Nepal.
Oh, Nepal. No. That's another side. That's more Hindu writing or alphabet. Nepal is as anyone knows, is on the roof. It's in between China and India, literally where the Himalayan mountains are. That's where Nepal is, and they've got the religion is Hindu or Buddha, like India, and that's where actually the Dalai Lama that comes from China originally.
He comes from.
He stays there. He stays there.
He stays in Tibet. No,
not the Dalai Lama. That's a good question. Question. There's a Dalai Lama that's recognized by China, but the West, we're talking Europe, American, and anyone who hates China does not recognize that. They recognize the old Dalai Lama that was ordained in the 50s, and he's in his 80s now. He lives in exile ever since the Chinese more or less chased him out, and he's been living in northern India in the Himalayas. That's the recognized old Dalai Lama, but the Chinese recognize always a young one in China, in Tibet, because Tibet is under their control. You know what I mean?
And tell me if it's true. When the new Lama is born, apparently they go through China, and apparently the child in China points in different directions or has different physical gestures that allow other religious figures to identify him as a Lama.
Yeah, something
Is
like
that true? Is that true?
Well, I'm not an expert on that,
No,
but
no.
it's
I'm not
something
saying. I'm not saying you
I've
and I
heard the
are.
same.
Yeah.
I've heard the same. It's an unusual type of thing. They were in history. I'm talking the last few hundred years. Apparently, a Dalai Lama can come usually from a poor family, literally dirt poor, and
Oui.
all of a sudden, we're talking in the state of Tibet, he gets pointed out, and all of a sudden, the Tibetan elites, and I'm talking for hundreds of years or even thousands, all of a sudden go and pick him up from that poor house in the village, wherever he is in the mountains, and they'll
Oui.
call it. All of a sudden, his parents have won the lottery. It's a bit like winning the lottery in
Voilà.
that particular country. All of a
Voilà.
sudden, your son's being pointed out. He's an incarnation of a god.
Of a
He
god.
has to be immediately brought to the Potala,
The
which is the
authorities.
capital city
Yeah.
of Tibet. He's showered with gifts, with riches, with everything. Put on a throne,
Ouais.
given the Dalai Lama's clothes, the fancy
Yeah.
silks and all that.
Ouais.
It's very amazing how they do it. And it all starts with just a little poor kid in a village where his parents are usually dressed in rags.
Ouais.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. Yeah.
Yeah. And yeah, that's true. But in the Caucasus, is there Buddhism over there as well?
No, not in the Caucasus. Caucasus is closer to Europe. Caucasus is either Christianity, like Armenia and Georgia, or Islam in Chechnya and Dagestan and
Orthodox.
Yeah, Orthodox Christianity. Or the other one is the Dagestanis, the Chechens. They're Muslims. It's the Caucasus is very unusual. It's had a turbulent history, and it's still up and down.
Well, but yeah.
Gunsmoke, are you getting an education, my son?
He's on mute.
He's doing wee. Look, you went for wee. Now he's doing wee. Looks like my turn's coming in 5 minutes. Wee.
You sick bastard.
Gunsmoke, where are you, my son?
You sick bastards.
Are you getting an education, my dear son?
I was listening to Russian propaganda just now.
You're listening. Everything's
Mongolian
either
propaganda.
communist or Russian propaganda. We're giving you pearls of wisdom. I repeat, pearls of wisdom, and you keep going about communism and that. Man, listen, I'm gonna pull up there one day at your house, and I'll tell you what, you better put chairs on the doors there. I'll tell you what. Because I'll be coming with a Karl Marx manifesto.
You know what? I was on a trip to Cuba, and I listened to this, Tony, and Gunsmoke. I was on a trip to Cuba. This was 2 years ago, and I read the Karl Marx the theory of the Karl Marx manifesto.
Das Kapital.
Hold on. I came back from Le Capital de Karl Marx. Oui. I read Le Capital de Karl Marx, and it's all about graphs and all that stuff. It's like des règles de trois, 3 times 1 over 1. Yeah. So I was reading that, and I came back to Montreal, and what I read, I started saving money for 2 years for 12 months. I started saving money. I don't know why. I don't know if they had voodoo stuff going on in Cuba or what was going on. But I started saving money, putting money aside since the time I read the Communist Manifesto, the Le Capital de Karl Marx. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, yeah. In other words, you got spooked, did you?
You were saving up for communism, man, in case the communists took over.
I don't know what happened.
Yeah.
I have no idea. I just
it's like
AOC's
doing that.
Well, it made an impression on you.
communists.
There's nothing wrong with that. You know,
That's
some
right.
books or
Commie
political what we call.
But it's not a book.
agitators.
It's not a book you should read on vacation. Totally not.
No, no,
No.
yeah. That's a good point there.
'Cause
Those type of deep
You-
thinking.
Yeah.
You should read them when you're home. You know, you've got 1 month where you're not going to leave. You're just going to do your normal routine. Yeah, that's when you can soak it up properly. If you read it on vacation, you'll ruin your vacation. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's too serious.
He
Yeah,
calls it a holiday.
Huh?
yeah. We call vacations here holidays. Yeah,
Yeah.
we
Holiday.
do.
Like the
Yeah.
song by Green Day.
Bastard.
Yes. Yeah, mate. Anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Gunsmoke, mate, that night, I might watch it again. I laughed my ass off with you and BK Shaolin. I tell you what, you handled him pretty cool. He was looking for an opening to really get onto you on that one, the one that was 11 months ago. But you handled him pretty cool. You're calm. Actually, you even stunned him into silence when you said, I need you, man, once a week. Come on, come back every Tuesday. I need you.
Yeah.
Because you were getting donations. And he was stunned into silence. And he was, I
He
laughed.
didn't like that. Yeah.
I said, look at Gunsmoke. He's handling it well. You were like someone who rides, what do you call that? The bull on the rodeo? You know,
Yeah.
rodeo?
No, I'm like the turtle, man. Eventually I get there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you're slow.
Yeah.
You're right. Yeah, true. That's another good analogy.
Yeah.
The fox runs fast. He's running so fast he can see the finish line, but somehow he fucks up. He steps on a what we call a 3-corner jack. His feet are killing him. Next thing, the tortoise walks past him and says, "Good day, my son. Are you okay?"
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. But back to
Back to the propaganda.
no.
Yeah.
Yeah. No. And there's a we were talking.
Mashallah.
No, I was talking earlier in the conversation. I was saying people from Lithuania came to the U.S. at one point, and I wanted to know under what context you believe they came to America and why Lithuanians were very popular at one point, but now they kind of, I wouldn't say disappeared, but in the demographic scheme of things, they're not as present as they used to be.
Well, because the Lithuanians have always been a small, even if you go there today, there's no more than like 2 million. The whole country's no more. There's no more than 2 million Lithuanians in Lithuania. And they've got
Estonia, and Latvia. Yeah, but
all of them.
Yeah.
All of them. The capital of Estonia is Tallinn. The capital of Latvia is Riga. The capital of Lithuania is what's the capital of Lithuania? Kaunas. I mean, I know all that geography, and I know the population makeups. Lithuania is no more than, I think, even 1.8 million, less than 2 million, but they've got a big Russian minority. Same with Latvia. They've even got an even bigger Russian minority. They've got like 1 million Russians for only 1.2 million Latvians. Estonians are about the same. They're small local populations with big Russian minorities, and they're shaking in their boots if anything happens after Ukraine. That's why the Germans, listen to this, the Germans who for 80 years never dared take their military outside of Germany. They've only had like a small defense force. Well, guess what? Guess who's arrived in Lithuania and Latvia now? The Germans have, with literally tanks, only about 50,000 of them, but enough to sort of like send a message to Russia that the Germans, this is the first overseas deployment of German forces since 1945. Think about it, since 1945.
I don't believe it. No, wasn't the Iraq War No,
Oh,
were they involved?
yes. Now, yeah, but that was under the
That wasn't as
that
much.
was
That
under
wasn't
the
as much.
American
No.
coalition flag. No, they
D'accord.
went to
D'accord.
Afghanistan. Yeah,
D'accord. Yeah, this is
but that
we
was
talk about
under.
a European. But something. You know something odd, Tony. When I was learning about politics when I was in university, they said democratic country, like Western countries, would never go to war. But since then, we've seen the war in Ukraine. Well, It's not the West, but it's still a democratic country. And they said democracies don't go to war against each other.
Yeah,
But Russia and Ukraine, you know.
yeah. And don't forget, this could have all been avoided. Now, Gunsmoke will accuse me of being pro-Russia or friendly towards Russia. No, I go by what military, protocol is. The West has always dreamt of breaking Ukraine away from the Russian orbit or from the Russian family. Okay, you've got. They made sure they installed elites that rule Ukraine, which are pro-Western, of course, because Russia could easily put their pro-Russian side of, it's always been a tug of war. Whoever rules, if they're pro-Western, they're going to do this type of provocation against Russia. And that's what it all started.
Right.
In 2014, an actual coup. They got rid of the pro-Russian government. This is the Ukrainian government.
Yeah.
And remember, does everyone remember John McCain and Victoria Nuland? Victoria Nuland went there. There was even a secret phone conversation with the American embassy in Kiev, and his name was Richard Pyatt. He was the ambassador of Ukraine during the coup. And they were caught because the Russians had recorded it. They caught Victoria Nuland describing what the game plan was. She said, "Now is our chance to quickly smash the Ukrainian pro-Russian government. We're going to pull a coup, and we're going to make sure we're going to pay them to stay in the streets, protest, so we can make sure consolidate our gains." And that's what happened. It was a clear coup. But in the West, especially in America, the media doesn't play these. It's not because they work hand in hand with that.
That's because the Americans didn't succeed as much as they hoped to.
No, they did. They succeeded as much as they wanted because look at that. They armed Ukraine from 2014 until Russia attacked in 2022. They armed Ukraine for 8 years
so they prepared.
to the teeth.
Right.
Yeah. And that's why, and up until December 2021, Russia was watching because they got satellites to watch what was going on in the part. They only occupied eastern, the Donbass and Luhansk. That was where the big Russian minorities were. See, everyone, you don't hear mention that they had big Russian minorities or that Crimea was 98% Russian. It was never part of Ukraine. Ukraine was an artificial state invented after Lenin came into power in 1918 after World War I. There was never a Ukrainian state.
Well, there was the Constantinople. Not Constantinople. What's the word? I think not Constantinople. There's a name.
No, Constantinople is Istanbul. Man.
I know, but there's a name. There's a name for a Ukrainian. It's not coming. Hold on. Let me check on Google.
But anyway, so that's what happened. The whole thing was a big mistake, and the West now and the Americans, especially since Trump came in, they realize it's been a proxy war. Now, a proxy war means you organize, you invent reasons to fight Russia. See, it was never about, poor Ukraine got invaded by Russia. No, Russia for 8 years, especially after the coup in 2014 until 2022, was quietly trying to make a deal with the Ukrainians. But the Ukrainians, being ruled by a puppet government that follows Washington's instructions, refused to cut a deal. So what did Putin do? He did the last chance was December 2021. He said, let's talk with NATO so we can be serious and avoid a catastrophe. But they thought Russia was bluffing. They thought Russia was going to be a paper tiger. It's not going to invade. And what did they do? On February 24th, 2022, they went in. And it's been fighting grind since. So they were wrong. They thought Russia wasn't going in. And now, if it takes people to be in military know-how to know this, I can't help you.
Yeah, but hold on, Tony.
Yeah.
Realistically,
Yeah.
What would motivate a country like Ukraine to go against a country like Russia? What would motivate? But realistically, it's not David and Goliath. It's bonkers from Yonkers.
Yeah. Now, it's not a David and Goliath because Ukraine, until people started fleeing and getting out, was almost 50 million. So that's not a David. A David is like a Baltic state, 2 million people, or Armenia, 3 million people population.
Yeah, but
you're not going to be stupid enough to take on a country 100 million, whatever. The motivation was the Ukrainians were, for 8 years in between 2014 and 2022, were loaded up to the teeth, armed to the teeth with NATO, secretly and overtly. In other words, not so secret. They were planning, and they were rubbing it in the Russians' nose, up their face, saying, look at the weaponry we got. Don't you dare come in here. This is like 2016, 2017, 2018. They were arming it. But and in order to make sure Russia doesn't go in. But Russia did go in. So what's the playbook now?
No. Hold on. I'm going to stop you, Tony. The only thing that could have said we're going to war against Russia was if Georgia was going to come in and help Ukraine. But they lost their support with Georgia. They lost their support with Europe. They sent a few people just for peacekeeping, or in quotations, and they haven't actively helped Ukraine, and Ukraine's getting pounded every day. It's a bad calculation, and it's badly intended, and it's really cannibalism.
It's tragic.
It's cannibalism.
Yeah. Listen, to finish the story.
Sorry.
It's tragic for all sides because a lot of people are dying for two Slavic cousins. Literally born. They're like two children coming from two sisters. In other words, the same grandmother. They're the similar people. Just dialects separates them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
History that a lot of apart from Western Ukraine, was always with Russia anyway. They went through history together. They fought the same enemies, like the Turks, the Islam. They stopped Islam coming up the Caucasus. They fought that together. As Cossacks with the Ukrainians, and same with the Cossacks from Russia. They fought it as brothers, and it's tragic that after all that we went through, because of NATO's dream is to split Ukraine away. It's a bit like trying to split China, coming in and splitting Canada from America. Similar language, just different accents, slightly similar history. But because China is rich and powerful, and the Canadians love the Chinese way of life, I'm just making painting a picture. All of a sudden, they do a coup in Toronto or Montreal. They put a pro-Chinese government, and next thing, Canada is accepting weapons from China, and putting them all on the USA border. And that was just over where Chicago is and New York. And what do you think? What do you think Uncle Sam in Washington is going to do? It's going to attack. It's not going to wait 8 years like Russia did patiently. No, it's going to attack Montreal and Toronto tomorrow to stop this Chinese influence. That's the same playbook.
And like you said, it's only logical. It's only logical. It's only logical for a state because he feels threatened. A state feels threatened, so they're gonna act on it. But at the same time, what I don't appreciate is this is how I felt about it. the Ukraine wanted to join the European Union. I was like,
Yeah.
okay, if you want to join the European Union, not so bad. The only problem was they jumped the gun too fast and talked about NATO. I don't know who the idiot is who got involved.
Yes, you're right.
Well, I don't see why Ukraine would talk about NATO at that point, because if
And-
they wanted to join the if they wanted to join the European Union, they could have trade, and it opens the door for Europe, for the European Union, and it feeds all the other countries in the region. Now, NATO was the ixnay on the hombre. You know? Sorry. Hello?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, you got a good memory, because that's how it all started. In
Yeah.
fact, I remember that government that was in Kiev at the time was the pro-Russian Yanukovych. He was the pro-Russian. And you know what? Russia gave its blessings when he suggested we want to join the European Union, at least for trade block. And Russia did not complain. Russians drew the line at NATO membership, not European Union. Yeah.
Totally.
Yeah,
Totally.
yeah.
Totally.
They just say, if you think about it, like you said, Yohan,
Yeah.
all big, this doesn't go for medium or small powers like, let's say, Guatemala or Bulgaria. No, small countries don't have big power interests. But Russia being a big power interest, even though it did, it's sort of like, it did cut a few kilos off, but it's always had influence. So that's why these were stupid ideas in forcing Ukraine into NATO too early, too soon, because then you end up messing with a big power interest. And the big powers are what? 3 of them left in the world. America,
China,
of course, is
America, and Russia.
And Russia. So this is why, if they didn't, let's say, cut off a slice of Iran, maybe it's easier to do. But when you're trying to cut off a Ukraine that has been always under Russian influence, you're asking for trouble. And that's what Putin was saying. Yeah. Putin was saying this since 2008 called the Munich conference. Someone can Google it and you'll get the info. 2008 Munich conference, where Putin that was the first time he made a speech, because he smelt the wind. He could smell the gunpowder in the air about George W. Bush was inviting Ukraine the first time into NATO. And that was a big red flag to a bull's face. And that's what happened. And in the end, we've got the situation today. Millions have died, and it's, when's it going to stop? Who knows? So that's why they forced Ukraine into NATO. They were telling them, you got to.
It was a total
fuck up.
It was not diplomatic at all.
No,
it was.
You're asking for trouble.
They were asking for trouble, and they were asking for trouble. You know why? I think that some person in politics got a large sum of money, and they told them push this agenda forward, and they shot themselves in the foot.
And you know how? Yeah. And
some guy thought he was smarter than everybody else. Some guy thought he was smarter than everybody else, and they shot themselves in the foot.
And you know how stupid they are and overconfident. And now I'm talking this as a neutral with a slight understanding, sympathy for Russia's part of this big tragedy. Because I'm not someone who just swallows Western propaganda. I weigh it up and think for myself. I've always done this, maybe because I got a bit of a background where I think, because don't forget, all countries have what we call state propaganda to show themselves that they're made to their own people, that yes, your government is making the right decisions, even though they're not. They're gonna paint the picture that it's the other person's fault. Well, that's called propaganda. How to justify your decisions.
Justify your decision.
Yeah, justify your decisions. Now, this is the other thing about the stupidity of what they've done now. And they just recently, have you heard of the big company BlackRock?
BlackRock, yeah.
Yeah, with Mr. Fink.
I don't know who Mr. Fink is, but I know BlackRock.
Anyway, he's the president. I think I'm. Well, that's what I've heard.
Are
But
they are they the people they call the pseudo Illuminati and whatever, or not?
No, nothing to do. No conspiracy theories. I'm not a conspiracy theorist. I'm talking about BlackRock is an American. It's the $1 trillion company. It literally controls everything. That you know, for especially it likes to get its hands on. You know, they had invested in Ukraine, putting its bets that Ukraine was going to outlast Russia, or Russia was not going to invade in 2022, which means it had already bought all of Ukraine's real estate, the farm fields, the best black earth, agriculture land in the world. The wheat that grows is the best. So BlackRock had spent billions investing in everything, infrastructure. And now, did you hear the news about 2 weeks ago? It wasn't, publicized much because they were embarrassed. They pulled out of Ukraine because they know the writing is on the wall. Ukraine is not going to defeat Russia. So for BlackRock to pull out, this famous American company, $1 trillion company, it says it all.
Well, and the fact that they've remained there for so long only confirms the fact that what the intentions were.
Yeah, exactly. They thought, they thought Ukraine is going to be part of the America's 51st state. More or less, it's going to be your baby. It was supposed to be just like Puerto Rico, just like they did in Havana Bay 127 years ago when they took the ship, the Maine. They took it up to Havana Bay. I think it was during McKinley's era. They blew up their own ship. The Americans did. The USA, Uncle Sam, a red flag that blamed the Spanish in Havana. And they went to war with Spain. Even before Spain can even react, they blew the Spanish out. Spain had to go back to Spain. They took Puerto Rico at the same time. And both of those little countries have been your babies. Not so much Cuba after 59, because Cuba woke up and said, hey, you stole us illegally. We want independence. And ever since you've been fighting and pissing on every government since Castro to try and propagandize him that he's an evil man. And all it was the Cubans wanted their independence from Uncle Sam's exploitations. That's all.
Totally. Yeah. Well, no, and also think about something else, is the fact that Latin America is a state that was run on that wanted to develop their mining and their metals and petroleum. They wanted to develop their industry, and they were told they couldn't do it. And there were the people like the Peronistas who imported all the foreign Europeans to Argentina and to different areas like Chile too and Bolivia. And they had Europeans there to start developing South America. And they lacked funding, so they couldn't do what they wanted to do. And Latin America is very rich. And nowadays it seems as if none of that stuff is really active. But regardless of whether it is, because I haven't been there, I don't dig in mines and dig in the earth or whatever. But I know that regardless of that, Latin America has developed tremendously in terms of modern culture. Whatever is modern in the culture, whatever is concerning, like the new culture, it's developed itself tremendously. Whether it's cooking, whether it's music, whether it's dance, whether it's art, whether it's clothing, whether it's anything, even modern Latin American history has become an integral part of our lives. It's become what we know ourselves. So realistically, whatever the Peronistas wanted to do was kind of defeated at one point. Venezuela is completely drowned financially, and they have the petroleum. Chavez tried to, tried to do certain things, and Latin America, and I mean, Peru changed governments 4 times in like 5 years, and so it's very confusing what's going on in Latin America, and we don't know what part of it is really true. They talk about a lot of corruption, even in Brazil with the petroleum companies and whatnot. And there's a lot of delinquency and whatever. But I mean, the same problems that are going on in Latin America appear in some sort in Europe. It's kind of like if Europe kind of stayed in the colonized areas, they would have had the same problems as they do in Latin America now, and without the development of the colonies under European kind of strength. And so that's the problem I have. But at the same time, Latin America has done Latin America has done tremendous things. Like in Mexico, they have insurance now. They have welfare. They have many things that they're doing in Mexico right as of now. And in other countries that are left leaning, they've done tremendous things over there. So I think the reality is Latin America is going to be the new, not the new power necessarily in the next 20 to 30 years, kind of like Korea was, but some states will
no, you know how unless it's taken control by North America, which is Canada or USA.
Right.
South America is nothing like the East Asians, and I'm not being racist. They just don't have the genius, talent, brain power as Chinese, Koreans, Japanese, or Northern Hemisphere countries, which is Europeans or Canadians or USA. It's just a fact, because I've traveled. I haven't been to South America, but I've noticed wherever those south of the equator countries, in other words, whether it's Africa or South America or South Asia, apart from India, they just never had the talent to advance as the Northern Hemisphere. And that's a fact for thousands of years.
Right.
And where you do see a little bit of talent, it's usually the colonizers who went there, like the Spanish or the German, whatever. But I've just noticed it's different. Now, I'm not saying it's their fault. I'm just saying it's God's fault that made humans unequal, not because of their colors, but because of their climates. I suggest that the brain talents aren't the same. It's just a fact. We can all say we should be politically correct and not say that, but that's just a fact. And I'm saying that with as much care and compassion as I can. There's just no equal for thousands of years to the southern hemisphere countries compared to the northern hemisphere.
Well, there's also the Caribbean. There's islands. There's different places like that where they can't sustain their gross domestic product because they're kind of tied with whatever territory they have.
Tourism,
natural resources they have, and they can't really overcome the challenges that they have. But they live in a restricted type of environment where they can't really do the things that they want to do because they're competing with large powers, and competing with large powers disallows you to do the things that you want to do to the same scale as they do. So what do? They live in xenophobia, and they live in alternate realities that only
No, you're right. But anyway, listen, it's nearly 5 p.m. I've got to start doing a bit of dinner before the family gets here. It must be, what is it, 3:30? No, 3:34. Yeah, it's 3:30 a.m. there. Gunsmoke snoring. So you and me, kept the ball rolling. Always a fascination to come on with you. I always love it when you're on a panel. That's what made me jump on. I was just going to give it a miss today. But anyway, Gunsmoke, did you get an education from Professor Yohan and Professor Tony Buick?
You sick bastard.
Don't forget, Gunsmoke, when I hit New York, I'll be in Queens, and I won't be nice and kind as others. when I knock on your door there, son.
You're a sick bastard, huh?
You know me. I'll take you out for a nice Chinese dinner. You know
A
me.
succulent Chinese
I'll
meal.
look after you, my son.
That's right, boy.
I'm out
Yeah.
too. If Tony's going off, I'm going off too. And
Yeah. Kick us off, Guns, mate. You need a
Yeah.
rest. You need a rest, man. All right. Good conversation. There you go.
bye, guys. Thanks
Yeah.
thanks.
Good
Thank you,
night.
guys. Thank you, Johan.
Bye,
Yeah.
bros.
Thank you,
Bye-bye,
Tony.
Johan.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Have a nice evening.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have a
Bye.
wonderful
Okay.
evening now.
Switch
Thank
us
you,
off.
Johan.
Guns, mate.
Okay.
All right. Thank you, fellas.
Yeah.
Thank you, guys. I appreciate y'all, man. Stop by next time. Yeah. Bloody bastards. Oh, there's your nightly dose of communism. He's trying to turn you into Kenny. I know. I know what he's doing, Gayunk. Yeah. Who's your daddy? Yeah, but thank you, Yohan, for coming on the show. Thank you, Tony. Tony Buick, boy. Interesting stuff. Learned a lot about Lenin and Stalin tonight, and Karl Marx, and yeah, we learned a lot tonight. Mongolian breast milk. We learned a lot. He's grooming. He's a groomer. Yeah, that's what he's doing. I want to thank DL. Shouts to DL, my man. Always keeping the memberships alive. And of course, Root Irish. My motherfucking dude. Thank you very much, Root. Shouts to Root Irish, boy. DL. You understand? I don't know. I guess we'll be live tomorrow night. So y'all stay tuned now. Hopefully the show wasn't too negative. Yeah. But all right. Beep beep. Yeah. Yep. No, they thought they were going to give up their nukes and have peace over there. Russia was planning this for 25, 30 years. Yeah. Ukraine should have never done that. That was a mistake. Now they're paying for it. If they had nukes, this would have never happened. But whatever. Things happen how they happen. Anyway, you guys have a good night. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoy the show. Thanks again, Yohan, Tony Buick, DL, Root Irish Boy. It's only Wednesday, guys. So buckle up. Yeah. August is upon us. Summer's dying soon. God damn it. One more month of summer activities. Son of a bitch. Feels like a Sunday. Those nukes never belonged to Ukraine. They were Russians. You see? Doesn't matter. Ukraine was an independent state. It was their nukes. They were forced to give them up. All right? How dare you? Either way, Russia's wrong for doing what they did. All right, Tony. Tony Putin. Yeah, instead of Tony Buick, it's Tony Putin. That's right. From the USSR. So you come from a land down under where communist views, they pillage and plunder. Can you hear that thunder? Scoundrel boy. Later, beep beep. Dwayne boy. Shouts to Carlos. Carlos, my man. Gay Uncle. J Dams. J Dams boy. The real gangsters, y'all. Shouts to Becky Town. You ain't never gonna find Gay Uncle, man. Highlights Gay Uncle will not be found. Yeah, that's right, boy. All right, guys, I'm out of here. I'm tired, man. It's time to go. Catch you in the next episode. Peace. Yeah.